And we are back. Couch Company Podcast. I'm John. With me as always, Tyler.
Hello.
Hello. And special guest. 14th appearance, 3 MVPs, 2 All-Pro teams, 1 championship. What killed Jeff?
You forgot about Defensive Player of the Year?
Never
How many
gotten a
times?
Defensive Player of the Year.
You've
You've never gotten a Defensive Player of the Year. You've never gotten a Defensive Player.
Maybe not that exact phrasing.
Yeah.
He's defensive a lot.
In basketball.
He is defensive a lot. That's true.
Right?
Well, I think recently I've gone on the offense maybe a little bit too hard. I'm reeling it back in. But in high school, I played basketball.
Gone on the offense.
And I played basketball in high school.
You were playing the boards really hard.
And I wasn't really that great offensively. Extremely average. But defense I loved. So every year I played basketball, I'd always get the Shot Blocker of the Year award. So maybe not all-time defensive MVP, whatever, all the stuff that LeBron can never do. I did get a defensive award.
You mean that tubby lardy guy, LeBron?
Whoa.
That's Luka. That's Luka. That's Luka.
Yeah. Luka.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, the Lakers are up 2-0, I think.
Yeah.
And the Knicks are down 2-1. Lost 2 games by 1 point. And I hate my life. It's the worst life ever.
Yeah.
Not to exaggerate, but I have the worst life ever. My
In
team
rooting for sports, probably.
rooting for sports, maybe. Dude, my teams just rip my heart out every year. And the problem is, like, if you rooted for teams that just stink, that's one thing. Then you're just, like, always miserable, but at least there's no hope. My teams are just good enough to give me hope every year then rip my heart out.
But would you rather be like a Jets fan?
No.
All right.
The Jets are so bad.
He doesn't like baseball. Speaking of basketball,
We're talking about hockey.
Oh, okay. Did you? Nah, it's the
Winnipeg Jets.
I was talking
New
about the football
Jersey
team.
Devils.
Devils. Yeah.
It's the
I was
Winnipeg
gonna say
Jets.
Rangers. The Winnipeg Jets is.
Yes. It's a real team.
Yeah. No. It's
a
a
hockey
hockey team.
It's a hockey team.
Hockey team.
Okay.
Are they, okay.
I don't know what that is. That's like donkey from Shrek.
Yeah.
You ever see
Scottish?
that? I guess that is Scottish. You know, Chris Farley almost did Shrek. Is that like the helmet kick in Lord of the
Wait,
Rings?
was it Chris Farley?
I think so.
He almost did what?
I think it was someone else.
He was almost Shrek.
Oh.
Chris Farley's the SNL guy, right?
Yeah. So Mike Myers did it and then said, "No, I need to do it with the Scottish accent," and then they redid it. So they cost them a lot of
that's
extra
right.
money.
Yeah, they redid the whole movie.
That's
for
what
him.
I'm thinking of. But
Yeah. You're not a Shrek guy, huh?
I love Shrek. But I've only seen the first one.
That's the best one.
Yeah,
but
you're not.
like
Two's very good though, actually.
Yeah.
I remember the cookie dough boy. What's that?
Gingerbread Man.
Cookie dough boy.
Cookie dough boy.
We call him
kind of like
we
that.
call him Luca.
Oh no, dude. I think
That-
Dwayne doesn't listen to this.
I think-
he would be so mad.
I think that was my favorite part of Shrek was the not what does he
Muffin
say?
Man.
The Muffin Man.
Yeah.
I
the
love,
Muffin Man. The Muffin
I
Man.
love that
Yeah,
part.
He goes and sees the Muffin Man in 2.
No.
Yes.
Like you
Two's
knock on
really
the door.
good.
And he's like, okay, we need something. And he
Two's
knocks
really
up,
good.
and you see this Muffin Man open the door. He's like, Gigi, and he's like, fire up the ovens, Muffin Man. We got a large order.
That
to fill."
sounds awesome.
Dude, you're good at that voice,
Dude, all I do is watch that because it's the I Got a Hero music video.
I got a hero.
Petty loved that. We would watch it on a
gonna
repeat,
put a
and I love
hero.
that one because that's like an 8-minute video, so I didn't have to do anything for 8 minutes versus like a 2-minute. Yeah.
Why don't you just put on the movie?
She wouldn't do movies. She only wants the songs. Now she's into the movies, but it
Okay.
has to be like Frozen and stuff. But speaking of basketball, did you guys see the autistic kid play basketball? And so he was put on the bench, never suited up. He would give people water and different things like that. And finally, the
Like
coach,
Bronny James?
like Bronny James.
Yeah, just sitting on the bench and handing people
Oh
waters.
yeah,
Okay.
exactly. So he would do that. He would come back, and the coach on the final game of the season was like, "Hey, go ahead and suit up." And everyone's like cheering and stuff.
Yeah,
and he finally
yeah,
got to wear it.
yeah.
So he's still sat on the bench. He was like, "Okay, we'll suit up."
But he's
4 minutes or some crazy time left in the end of the game. He points to, he's like, "You're in." the entire stadium goes wild because they were waiting for this guy this entire season to play.
Yeah.
First shot, shoots it, complete, misses the basket. Everyone's just like, oh my God. Second shot, misses the basket. Then he sinks 6 3-pointers back to back to back to back and hits the buzzer at the end.
To win the game?
They won. They crushed it.
Oh, well, okay. It wasn't a buzzer beater, but
No, it was a buzzer beater. It wasn't.
It was a buzzer beater for the win. Yeah,
no, I don't think it was to win. I think they were pretty far ahead.
Holy,
but the
that's still really
entire
cool to
thing
see.
ran
That's
in. They were
unbelievable.
hoisting them up and stuff, and he was
Wow.
like, "I'm autistic, so I'm used to being different or whatever." I was like, "Okay, that's like a nice, wholesome video."
that's such a cool story.
I was thinking it was going to be one of those like setups of like. And then you just see him just miss every shot, just be terrible. But he sunk them all. And then the
That's
coach,
incredible. 5 in a row or six in a row. Holy crap.
and the coach,
Ronnie James can't do that. He can't, dude.
So
the coach said, he's like, if I didn't witness it, I wouldn't have believed you.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm going to be
That's
honest.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Good for him, man.
So he Bronny, Dwayne was telling me that he recorded a 000.
I
or something
told you
like
that. Yeah,
oh, you told me
a
that.
000.
Which
Really
is-
impressive.
Which is a stat line now.
0 points, 0 assists, 0 rebounds,
How much playtime?
3 minutes.
Okay.
Bronny James.
Why, like, why even put him in? Like, what?
He's LeBron James's son.
Oh,
That's-
you're not making fun of.
That's why you put him in.
Yeah, they play on the same team.
Oh, I thought you were making fun of LeBron James, calling him
I
Bronny.
kind of am in a way.
So he actually has a son named Bronny, or is this like a long call?
Yeah, Bronny James, right?
Yeah, Bronny. Bronny.
All right, so when I try to get his jersey tonight, and I say, you guys
It's gonna
got
be
one
James.
up on me.
Yeah, it's so many James with a different number.
It's gonna be.
Yeah.
Is it James Jr.? Is he a junior?
I don't know.
I don't know
That's a
either.
Dwayne question, I think.
Yeah.
But
I'll
all
get a
jokes
knockoff
aside,
if
This is
it
a
says
lot of
Bronny.
Lakers shit talk for no reason.
well, and that's what I was about to say to Dwayne, because for the listeners, Dwayne is a friend of mine who we have a
We're all friends.
Yeah, I know, but they don't hear Dwayne on here.
Okay.
So Dwayne's not he's not a mythical creature. He kind of is, but we have this back and forth where he's one of the people that believes that LeBron James is the greatest player of all time, and I think Michael Jordan is the best basketball player of all time. I actually think Shaq is probably more dominant than LeBron ever was.
Yeah.
It goes on and on and on. I'm not a basketball aficionado, so my opinion shouldn't even really be valid. But because Dwayne and I talk so much, we kind of have this back and forth on like who's better. We're sending each other Instagram reels and stuff like that. But I did tell him last night that if LeBron is able to carry the Lakers even like through a couple rounds, I think that will be a huge factor on how his legacy is thought of when he's done playing. Because I think a lot of people think that he's like done now. Like he should
He's like
stop.
retired. Yeah.
But he's putting on a show. I'm very happy for Dwayne, and I think this could be something really cool to watch, kind of similar to Tom Brady at the end of his career, where he's still winning with different teams, still performing at a very high level, very old for the sport. So it is really cool to watch.
Yeah, I mean he's 41. He's like averaging 20 points a night. It's so crazy. But Brady stayed one too many years. He should have retired after the Super Bowl in Tampa Bay. Like that would have been the most unbelievable.
Didn't he say he retired and then just said, just kidding?
Yeah, he's addicted to football.
Sure.
I mean, you have to be
Well, when you're
to
the
win
greatest
7.
quarterback.
Yeah,
Like,
I know. But he just stayed that one too many. He had the perfect end.
yeah.
And he just stayed one too many. And I'm waiting for that moment with LeBron. It just doesn't happen. Like the dude's just immune to aging. It's so crazy.
Well, when you only play offense, you don't play defense. You know, like
There's your sports talk.
Should we get Dwayne to listen to the first like 5 minutes of the
We probably
podcast?
shouldn't.
I don't think
I would like to keep him as a friend.
No, I think he enjoys the banter.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's like he's not going to respect my opinion because I don't even respect my own opinion on basketball. So it's like,
No, you're way too hard on LeBron.
That's why we have a podcast.
I still
just,
think Jordan is the best, but it could go either way. I don't know. He's perfect in the finals. That's like so crazy.
I guess like what would a modern player have to do to even
Exactly, right? Like what hasn't LeBron done?
yeah.
So that's a great question.
Like
I don't know the answer to that. It's
Titles?
just like,
Is
well, the
that-
thing is, like, it's just like a legend at this point. The longer time that passes, the more Michael Jordan's name just gets more respect.
Right. Well, it's like Tiger Woods.
He's like a myth.
Like Tiger Woods is like, oh, you got all this. He's like the best golfer in the world, like whatever.
Yeah.
But then there could be better.
I mean, his
golfers
driving
with better
game's
tech
like
and stuff.
pretty tough sometimes.
Tiger.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like very good short game, but his driver is like, you can argue that there's some work to be done there.
I don't watch.
I don't know. I know this Irish guy's pretty McElroy. What's his name?
yeah.
McRitty.
Rory
What's his last name?
McElroy.
Oh, so did I say that?
I
Dude,
think
that
so.
guy. So he came to my work, and we got to like meet him and stuff, and we were out in like the parking lot. I think I might have told you this, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I see that like stop sign or whatever." And he would just like hit a ball and just like smack that, and he's like, "Okay, now I'm gonna hit this thing," and like the targets just got like smaller and smaller and smaller, and it like wasn't a super long distance, but the accuracy was like, holy cow!
Yeah, he's insane.
Like
I don't
that-
like him, but he's crazy.
It's wild, man. Anyway, sports.
Yeah, sorry. We started with sports. I just had to. I forget why I brought that up, but
I did a death walk of my parents' house.
what is
That's what
that?
that's what my dad calls it. Not really. He's just like, like when I die, this will all be here. Like when I'm gone, this is
Oh.
so he's getting rid of like a bunch of like tools and different things like that. So we were walking around, and he pulled out like the bowling ball that he had, and I really want that. Like I was just like, all right, like set this one aside. I'll take that because it's like has like DeFazio on it and stuff, and it's like I was
It's like a family bowling ball.
Yeah, and it kind of fits my hand. Like it's pretty.
Are you gonna
it's
get
pretty
into
good.
bowling?
Probably not, but
Oh,
like
okay.
you always go bowling once a year, like
that
in
true?
something. Yeah,
I haven't been bowling in years.
I'd say I'd go probably once a year.
This is kind of hilarious because this is like the Dwayne episode. Like Dwayne was really into bowling.
really?
Like before he was
Sure.
this into golf, he was that into
Oh,
bowling.
That's
wow.
actually not
That's
surprising.
So he
super
has
cool.
like his own ball,
Yeah.
and he has his own technique, and he was in a league.
Sure.
Oh my
That
gosh.
actually makes a lot of
You
sense.
need a bowler.
Oh my gosh,
Dude,
we
I
should have
can't
a couch
take.
company
I
team.
can't, I
No.
I already got low stats on the other thing that Dwayne's into. I can't do another
Oh my gosh, that was a
thing. Yeah, we'll get there.
We're gonna get there.
What do we want to talk
Well, we'll
about?
start with your stuff first. So
Yeah,
I do
sure.
see on
Just
here
knock some stuff out.
that you have a substitute for eating.
Yeah, I do. Okay, so
Should
I've
I be
been,
worried? This
So I've been
can't be
eating.
good.
I've been eating 1,600 calories a day.
Same,
And
actually.
I've been doing like pretty good. Like I'm down like 15 pounds or something like that, which I'm still way higher than I need to like should be, but it's a constant drop, which is good.
Do you like feel lightheaded and stuff? Like, there's no way
So-
you should be eating that little calories.
So last night, I stood up probably around when did I get off with you? Like probably like 3, and I got so dizzy, and I started like convulsing. Where like I put on like a hoodie and stuff, and then I got like so ridiculously hot, like just like sweat dripping off me and stuff, and I'm like, oh crap, I probably have like the flu or something. Like I felt awful, like it was like the world's worst hangover, or like like what, like I took a gummy or something, and it was just like the room was spinning. Woke up this morning completely fine. Like I'm like it was like a fever dream almost. It was so weird. But that was the only time that happened. Anyway, so instead of eating, now I just buy things.
Oh,
So eating, I think I've cracked the code of like eating's that like that dopamine thing of like, oh, okay, this just feels good, it's comfort, whatever.
because I'm bored. Do you
Yeah.
guys bored eat?
Oh yeah.
I do that a lot.
Now I
You,
just
Jeff?
have things sent to the house.
That's insane.
And I found out that it was a problem because I started staggering delivery dates. So
like
they're-
purposefully, thoughtfully.
Purposefully, yeah.
got like a calendar.
Yeah. So like if I bought something off of Amazon and it would be like, oh, hey, you can get this tomorrow, you could add it to your like order 2 days from now or whatever, I would like look at the things I have bought and I would just be like, okay, I'm gonna get this today and this tomorrow and this whatever. And now so it's like every day I get that like little dopamine hit.
That's really
It's a
bad.
problem.
That's
yeah.
really bad.
Like I got a really nice bonus. Everything's kind of paid off. Like I felt like I was like I want to treat
you're
myself.
You're like up to date.
I'm pretty up to date.
Okay.
I mean, obviously not the house and
Oh, I
the
see, I see.
giant loan that I have that I could probably throw all my money toward, but you know, do a little something for me.
Yeah, no, I think it's really important sometimes to take care of yourself. You know,
Yeah.
give yourself
Yeah.
something a little nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
I don't, but it's sustaining you. Like you get a big hit when that pack, you get the notification. It's like at your door.
So
you're like, oh,
I get
wow,
the big
I'm full.
hit. I get the big hit waiting for it. So I get like there's more joy when I get the notification that something's shipped or that it's like 10 doors away. Like you know how like Amazon will pop up on your phone and be like, oh, it's like right around the
The
corner.
anticipation.
Yeah, like it's kind of embarrassing how much stuff I have that's like still in the Amazon box because I'm like, oh, I got it. All right, I'll store it. You know, like it's so like for instance, there's a box over there still completely sealed. Try to lift that thing. It's pretty heavy. That's a 500 watt charger, like just like a big thing you can like put like a million different USBs out. It's not like crazy heavy, but it's like heavier than you would expect, right? And that will charge like all my handhelds, my laptop, my Steam Deck, like you know, like all that stuff.
Yeah.
So
it's like practical items. It's not useless.
yeah, I got like 2 D&D books.
Okay.
I'm not DMing, but it
You are
made a lot
now.
of sense. Yeah, sure.
You are now. Are they adventure books or?
It's like a bunch of one shots and a bunch of
you're up.
like what you call it. It's like here's just random character things and like generators and different things like that. Which all of these do the exact same thing and stuff.
You have quite in a
I also
library.
well yeah I mean that's all that. I have the I also got like a binder. There'll be for physical stuff that like has like the slip in where you can kind of like do like your dry erase and your has like a dice tray on it and stuff. So
Is that what you sent me this morning?
no, I sent you something different. I sent you like the physical cards. I'm like, oh, this would have been awesome.
Tyler
to
sent
have.
me this thing. So for context for the audience, our D&D game, we've tried to make it like a purely physical game where there's no technology used. So like physical character sheets, physical like index cards for abilities and spells and stuff. So it's been difficult. I think it's fair to say. No?
I think I like it.
Yeah, but I think it's difficult to keep track and like.
So this is a deck of 1,200 cards. So like just all the items in the game, like multiple items, and you can like if you get like a helmet or a chest plate or whatever, there's a sheet, and it's like World of Warcraft where you would just set them into your character, right?
I see.
That is exactly what I was envisioning when
Yeah.
I wanted to do something like this, but I couldn't find anything like that. And he sends me that this morning where it's like the perfect.
I think it's just Kickstarter though. I don't think you can buy it right now.
That
Yeah.
makes sense. I would still get it. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, I think it looks neat.
Does it come with the spells or just items?
I believe both. Dude, I've been getting so many ads because once you buy one thing on social media, they
they harpooned a
pound
whale,
you.
dude.
Yeah.
They're bringing you down. Did you ever see Moby?
Yeah.
Did you ever read Moby Dick?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you read Moby Dick?
Yeah.
I read the first page.
Next topic.
Okay. So anyway, I got that stuff. We're getting a new table.
Yeah.
I found a so this table.
We get an oak.
It's fine. So fun fact.
Here we go.
I went 2 routes. My first route, hey, this is going to be a really nice table. I want to ball out, right?
Yep.
So I go on this lumber company site, and they're like, all right, tell me what you want. I'm like, great. I want a 36 by 60 walnut, like slab of wood. I was like, give me an inch and a quarter, because like every quarter inch you adds like $30 for like a quarter inch. It's a lot. And then they're like, cool. What's the radius of the corners that you want? Because like, you know, people like put their arm on here. So I'm like, okay, give me like an 1/8 inch, because if it's only an inch thick or an inch and a quarter, I'll do like an 1/8.
You must have had a field day. This is so up your alley.
I
Like
was
customizing
researching
everything.
so much stuff. I was looking at the different types of stain, and I kept going back and forth on like, okay, like this is like a nicer stain, gives you like the wood feel, but as you can see, like we use this for like drinks and things, and spills happen and whatever. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get this polyurethane stuff, whatever. So I got all that set, got it perfect. Google Gemini is nuts.
Really? In what way?
In that I've used Google Gemini more in the past like week just for random questions, because if you're on a website, you can click on the button and a pane pops up and it says, okay, I see you're on this site. And I'll be like, does this stain, what stain would match the, whatever I looked up these planks and gave like the name, and then it's like, beep, boop, boop, checking. And then it like lists out like, here's what this stain would look like. And here's what you need to do with this, blah, blah, blah. It's like, holy heck, it's awesome.
Wow.
So anyway, this table costs like $800 for just the tabletop. And I was like, that's a lot, but I'm worth it. Shipping, $625.
Yo.
And that's when I said there has to be a better option. Yeah. So I found a distributor for restaurant tables. So now I just have a black like MFD like 5 or whatever. It's like slightly better than like an IKEA desk type thing, but it should look decent. And it was like $80. So it's like, let's try that. Let's see what it looks like and just kind of keep it, because it has to be 36 inches because that's what I built all this around.
I would have went 50-50 with you on your
$600.
fancy.
Like if I'm going to do that, I would rather like
let's just
find
go all
someone
out.
local and be like you could probably do it, right? I give Jeff $300 to do it versus anyway.
I want you to finish your adventure, but I have a short adventure story.
Is it related to
about
that?
Yeah.
Go for it.
So,
Good.
I love wood.
Yeah.
I think it's. I think Neil deGrasse Tyson talked about it one time, where it's like we covet these precious metals like golds and diamonds, but if you look at the entirety of space, gold and diamonds are a dime a dozen. They're everywhere on all these asteroids and planets. But really, wood is super duper rare in the universe because it's a living, breathing material, and most planets don't have the capabilities to sustain wood. So there's like this whole thing like wood enthusiast. Like, it sounds silly, but I think I am one of them. And when I hear you talking about like stains and polyurethanes and what's going to coat it, like it takes me back into like my sales gig too, where fine furniture is typically lacquered. So you'll use a very hard wood that you don't want to show its properties because you're going to lacquer over it. And you can think of a lacquer as like a very tough, almost glass-like finish that you'll see on a lot of furniture, where it doesn't really necessarily look like wood anymore. You know it's wood, it's structurally wood, but you don't see like the wood fibers, the wood grain.
Yeah.
And then your polyurethanes and you would never use a stain, but your polyurethanes and your oils are what you would use to coat a table or a countertop if you want to see that wood grain. And the reason you never use a stain is because stain is typically thought of as the not the poor man's finish, but you're using a stain really only on very, very cheap wood because you want it to look fancier than it is. If you're staining walnut, you pretty much just ruined walnut. You got rid of all of its original characteristics, turned it a different color, and it's not even giving you great protection where an oil, polyurethane, or lacquer would. So most furniture is made out of like poplar or oak or a cheaper but yet very hard wood, and then you lacquer over it. And that's kind of how you get a lot of your high-end furniture, unless you're looking for that specific wood grain. So whenever I was together with my ex, one of our home projects was to make, this is whenever live edge tables were really popping off. And we went through a very similar project like you did, where we went out to a local guy who just basically cuts his own slabs of walnut and whatever it was mostly walnut and redwood. We picked out our slab. We're like, oh, this would look really cool for our project. But then she wanted a resin river down the middle. I don't know if you ever saw these. And her favorite color was like teal, like almost like that keyboard, but a little bit darker. So she's like, Jeff, can you do like a teal river? And I'm like, yeah, but that's, you're thinking about pouring 3 inches of epoxy down the river and then planing it flat. Like, so you're kind of like how you're going over all the numbers. And we're like, okay, so the slab was like $300, $400. We're gonna have to buy we find a fabricator for the legs. That's like maybe $150, and then we went to buy the resin, and we're doing the math on like how many gallons we need of like thick pour epoxy. It was like $1,200. Like it was the most expensive part. We're like, okay, well let's wait on this. So I still have a slab of walnut sitting in my garage, and it's like do I just make a quick table, like not a resin table, just like a regular table and be done with it? But because I've been lugging this giant slab of walnuts
around
now between an apartment, a house, a second house. So I have moved 3 times with this giant slab of walnuts.
Dude, the people helping you move are not happy about that.
No, they never
slab.
are. It's like walnut slab. I have
like,
a big
what do
old,
you
it's
have
called a
this
cookie,
for?
like a big circular
Yeah.
cut of white oak. And then I have like 700 pounds of clay that is now moved with me 3 times. So I just want to say thank you to all of my friends that have helped me move.
Never ask me to help you move, dog. There's
But-
no way.
You know,
we came in like right at the tail end.
Yeah, perfect time.
wood projects are a blessing and a curse. Our one friend, we'll call him Jabbo. I don't know if he wants his name on here, but we'll call him Jabbo. He went through a really cool build of his computer desk, which he bought an extremely, extremely expensive piece of wood for it. Like I don't know how much the wood was, like maybe $600, $700 for a small slab for his desk. And we went through the process of like spraying on polyurethane. And I was like really hesitant against it because we were doing like 4 or 5 coats of polyurethane. That's not how I would envision a project going for the finish that he wanted, but it came out really good. So
Nice.
I don't know. They're fun.
I went with the matte. Like that was a trade off. Is like, okay, I'll do the polyurethane, but I want a matte. Like I don't want like high gloss or anything. And that was because like then I was thinking like, okay, down the road, if we ever do video, I don't want like glares on the table and different things. So I'm like,
Man,
I want to deep dive. But I came to the thing of just like, I wanted something different. But so like I have a new rug, new table. I went with black because like I know a walnut's not going to match these because this isn't like real like walnut. So it's like I feel like black will be good with that. I don't know. We'll see. So,
Nice and neutral too. Like
Yeah.
you don't have to worry about too much of it standing out or taking attention away from you guys. And
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
no.
if we ever do video, that's when I'll be like, oh, maybe we start sprucing up the joint. Like maybe we'll take like the home defense sprays out from the.
Should we get
the window,
like a
stuff
uniform? You think if we do
that.
video,
Yeah, obviously, probably. Yeah.
like with numbers and
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah,
we
yeah.
get our names on it.
yeah.
I think that'd be cool.
We could do that.
You think that'd be cool? I'm thinking like a baseball, like a yellow black baseball thing, button down. I think it'd be sick.
But whatever we do, it has to
Like
be the
CC.
same size. So like yours will fit, and then mine will just be like super like and like the buttons are gonna be.
I don't get that, but
I don't know. It'd just be funny. I think.
or
if
mine's
you're
just
on-
really big,
Yeah.
like
or
a,
the hat,
like
yeah.
a dress.
One of the two.
Yeah.
Or we just keep swapping. Anyway,
I never thought of uniforms.
I don't think anyone's doing that.
But that's what I'm thinking. I'm
Is
like,
that
for
cool?
a reason. I think for
You
a
would get
reason.
one too. I think you would get one. We could get John
like
one.
guest jerseys.
All of our guests get a jersey. We could get Calvin one.
We've talked about doing like a
Rotating chair.
care basket, like for like, hey, it's the first time you're on the podcast. Here's like a basket of like all our favorite stuff. You
Gummy
know?
bears.
Yeah, gummy
No,
bears.
I
and-
hate gummy
and,
bears. I don't know why I said that.
yeah.
I hate gummy.
So anyway, I have 2 handhelds coming. Then I'm done with handhelds.
No, you're
That'll
not.
be an even
No,
15.
you're not.
It'll
Nope.
be an even 15. It'll
Nope.
be good. We'll be done.
Do you want to make a wager on that?
No.
Okay.
I finally got. You can see that I'm missing a poster up there. So I have Pyre. I have Hades 1. Hades 2 was just created. So that's in the mail.
Ooh.
I'm very excited. I'm gonna have to pull those down. I got to put them on that wall now. So I'm gonna swap some stuff around there. What else? You can see the monitor I got back there. That's a cool little 14-inch guy, little mobile guy. That's gonna be for my retro.
Is that a 4K?
gaming. That's a 3K
Boom.
OLED.
Whoa.
120 hertz. And that one is sitting on top of a box with another one in the box.
What's in the box? Do we need to talk? Like, are you all right?
Well,
dude?
I was
I'm
about to
not. I'm not
say-
okay. And then if you could see the machine behind that, Jeff, what graphics card do you have?
I have a
1050?
1070,
Oh, 1070.
TI, though.
1060.
1070.
I have the same one Harbin had.
1070?
1070.
Okay, all right. So then that would be. I thought it was going to blow you out of the water. So that's a comparable. That's an integrated graphics.
Yeah.
It
that
has
little
FSR.
box.
That little box is a computer. So it's a mini PC, 16 gigs of RAM, can run everything through PS2 flawlessly, upscaled. like all set, ready to go. So I have that. I learned about a program called SyncThing.
Does that count as a handheld?
That no, that's not a handheld. It's a computer. You got to plug in like
I
mouse,
know,
keyboard,
but
and
it's
stuff.
like
So the project I'm doing with that,
it's like a retro machine.
I could play World of Warcraft on that thing. Like you could do anything on that. Like anything Jeff can play, I can play.
Better.
And technically, and this is not like technically, I can play it better
Get
because I
get
have
the shovel out, boys.
because I have FSR, so I can do like kind of like the frame jets where 1070s didn't have that at the time.
Right.
So it's just a little bit more modern, and it's I'm sure much faster processor because it's AMD.
So we do like this buying trend though. This is a sustained thing.
I
This is a
cannot.
cry for help,
I'm done.
right?
This is why I'm putting it on air, so I feel very embarrassed, and I just stop.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to shame you.
No, I'm
Unless
shaming
you want me
myself.
to.
I have all those Xenoblades that I got just because they were starting to
They were on sale,
drop
though.
and stuff. They were on sale,
Yeah.
and they were starting to become scarce. So I grabbed that.
That's just an investment.
Yeah, that's just
Yeah.
smart buy.
That's
Yeah.
just smart buy.
I don't remember what else I talked about. I have a DAC amp coming, but that's been in the pipeline for a while.
So what do we need to do to rectify this?
I'm done. I'm cured.
You should probably buy. This
I
is
don't
my
think
thing.
you are at
I think
all.
I would buy like 4 copies of sealed Expedition 33. I think that'd be a smart buy.
I don't know, man. That's like for Game of the Year. Don't you think they're gonna like
They're gonna make
pop
more
that
of
out?
those, yeah.
Well, yeah, that's why you got to
Yeah.
get them before it's like Game of the Year. Game of the Year edition.
Every game that's worth a ton of money is almost never a good game.
Yeah.
No,
Absolutely.
So like the
yes.
If you look at okay, go ahead.
I think that's true. I don't think it correlates. I think most of the really, really valuable stuff is like low production stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Stuff that very little of them even exist.
And they're
But
typically horrible games.
when we look at like StarCraft for the N64, when we look at, like some of these JRPGs like Lunar, and like these are still valuable games. They're not the top echelon, but they're beloved games that just so happen to be low production. And Expedition was very low production, and I don't think they're gonna make a ton more, even if it is Game of the Year edition. So I think that is a good modern copy
It
to
could
have
be.
sealed. Like they underproduced Expedition 33 so much, and I'm kicking myself in the butt because I never got a sealed copy of Concord, which was literally on shelves for like a week.
no.
Yeah. They pull all of that stock off the shelves. Like that would have been
big.
a good sealed copy to have. As in my opinion, we talked before, we're coming to the
So,
end of physical.
yeah.
So these physical games, even like maybe even Xbox 360, which historically do not keep their value very much. They'll probably shoot up in value too.
Well, so Xbox, specifically Xbox, but like 360's coming around, PS3, PS4, in the emulation scene, they're all starting to like. It still needs a lot of work, but they're starting to kind of come around, and so like that's drawing more attention to that, where people are like, oh, okay, I want this for my collection, or I want a pure dump of this, or people that like do emulation, they want to do it, but they want like to have obviously like the game to rip from and stuff. But yeah, I don't know.
It's interesting. So what I'm curious about is the physical games now, though. Isn't it like you put the physical game in and it's technically still a download, or are these true physical games
on
where
the
you're
game.
playing them out off the disc?
At this point, it's getting to the point. It depends on the game. Like
Expedition 33,
So-
for example, the one that 'cause,
Yeah,
would that? My question with that is, would that completely destroy the value of it? Because what would be crazy about Concord, for example, is like that game doesn't exist anymore. But if you had like physical copy and you were playing it off the disc or whatever,
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be a useful item to be worth something.
that's true.
You know, like
that's
how many
true.
how many Pokemon cards would never be in a deck, but it's the
Yeah,
rarest
no,
one.
100%.
So
I mean,
you gotta do
yeah,
it.
you're 100% right. I don't know. I didn't know if that might affect it.
I think
Maybe
these
that's
are
a dumb
just
question.
I think they're becoming pieces of nostalgia. They're becoming cases.
Concord one would be crazy.
But yeah, like people trying to, just like people are trying to complete their Genesis collection. They're trying to complete their PlayStation, 1 collection or their original Xbox collection. They want all the titles on the shelf. The hardest ones to find are going to be the low production ones. And I could see it to a point where like maybe there's physical games on, whatever the next Xbox is in PlayStation, maybe, but it's going to be less and less. And, who knows, 20 years from now, are people that's why I find this like last 25 years so interesting. It's like there's going to be an obvious start and stop to physical games.
Yeah.
And it's not a long period of time.
It's a very short period.
I think
that's next generation.
I
don't
think
any
in 100 years, any physical game.
No shot.
You don't think so?
I don't think any physical games like in the next 30 years.
What do you mean?
Next gen. I don't like.
No. I mean, any physical game that you have that's not worth a lot now is only going to go up in value the more time goes on. So, like in 100 years from now, my copy of whatever Mass Effect, which was produced a lot, because to your point, like the more time that passes, the rarer it gets proportional to like the total amount of time, because it's this small slot. This small
depends
window.
how many copies there are. So, like, if you're talking like Madden 98 or whatever, there's a billion copies. So it's like you're never gonna.
Yeah, but as time goes on, things get lost to time.
Sure,
I think it'll go up. But like obviously, some things, the rarer things are going to be
the obscure PS2 horror games, or like the.
Oh yeah, well those are already the
I think the
most.
writing on the wall is when Nintendo says, "Hey, look at this cool key card that we're giving you with like literally nothing." Like I refuse to buy it. So like all of these games, I have 4 Switch 2 games, and I probably have maybe like 6 or 7 Switch 2 games. But like I refuse to buy a key card. Like that's stupid. Like it's not going to happen. So I don't know. It's just I am definitely in your camp, and I think the main. I love digital. I love the simplicity of it and kind of the minimalism of it. As I'm telling you how much crap I bought, but we don't own it, and I think that's the problem. Like, if you want to give me like I would buy all my books digital, but let me download it. Let me do a PDF. Even if you say, "Hey, here you go. We will guarantee that you can download this for a year, as many times as you want, no problem. But after a year, you're on your own. Like, we'll put it up there, but we can take it down at any point, and I'll sign away on the dotted line or whatever, and that's on me to archive stuff." It's no different than buying a physical copy and then being like, "Okay, you got to take care of that copy," like. So I think that's the thing that I'm missing. That I think I'm hoping like the what's the movement going on right now? They have to keep games going and stuff like that. Like,
yeah, it's people are really trying to say like if you
something kill games.
I think that is
stop killing games or something.
Yeah.
Where it's like if you produce a game with like a live service element, you have to commit to a certain time period.
So I don't necessarily believe in that per se, but as long as it's opening the door to have that conversation of like, let's talk about emulation. Let's talk about having a game on a certain thing. Like there are plenty of games I bought on a 3DS that like they just stopped. Like you can't transfer Pokemon from one to another because like you don't have like the Pokemon, I forget, like Pokemon Bank or Home or whatever they're on now, to do like a Gen 1 all the way up to like the new stuff without like hacking it in some way or doing something. So it's like I hope that there will be something where they finally just say like, okay, fine, here, like you bought it, you own it, like wipe our hands, like you're good. I don't know. But whatever.
I think we're going in the exact wrong direction.
Exactly, but that's why I start like hoarding this stuff, and I start looking at all the emulation stuff, and I start like, it's like that's the only way to like guarantee you own something. I told you guys about my Brandon Sanderson stuff where I own like an audiobook, a Kindle book, the physical hardback of every one of his books, and I could not for the life of me download like the digital files off of like I could put it on my Kindle, but I don't have like the thing to put on another reader, which I like fundamentally disagree with. So I don't know.
It just kind of bums me out because this is a hobby that I love. It's my main hobby. I love the physical experience. It's not even about just like ownership for me. Sure, that's a big part of it. But I think every time I go to buy a game, it's like, can I try to relive that moment when I saved up my allowance? I went to KB Toys or Electronics Boutique or later down like GameStop, and I talked to the clerk. And nobody wants to talk to me anymore. But you talk to the clerk, you tell them about what you're purchasing. Yeah. You're like, hey, have you played? Oh, not yet. Like, I love that experience so much, and I still get butterflies in my stomach every time I go to purchase a new game for stream or whatever, trying to relive and recapture those really fond memories. But even recent games, I could not get a physical copy of Resident Evil 9, and I could not get a physical copy of Pragmata. Like day one, I just couldn't. And I tried 4 different stores, didn't have them.
And you won't like pre-order anything.
Well,
like that.
and see, that's the thing. Like the only way I could do it is like if I want it day one physical. I think the only guaranteed route is pre-order at GameStop, like maybe 3 days beforehand. They have a time now where you can't like pre-order day before, or order on Amazon and hope it shows up early that day.
Best Buy is pretty good. with
Really?
that, yeah.
Because I called both of them, and I called them live on stream. I was like, I called Best Buy, I called Target, I called Walmart. I said, hey, do you guys pre-order games? No. Can I pre-order the game on your website and pick it up? No. I called Best Buy, and I was
okay.
hey, can I pre-order Pragmata? And they're like, no, but you can order it on our website and it'll ship to your house. So they said that you can't even pre-order for in-store pickup anymore. So I'm like,
it is though. Like, so you can buy it ahead of time before it's
Really?
released. So it's not maybe called a pre-order, but you can
oh, I see what you're saying.
like pre-purchase it, literally pre-order,
Mm-hmm.
and then the day it's released, it ships to you. And what I'm saying is like typically I'll get it that day.
Yeah.
So like my Metroid and I got them that day, and I got them from Best Buy.
I think, yeah, obviously there's still methods to get it. I'm trying to relive the go to the store, become best friends with the Walmart.
Yeah, they don't want to.
They don't even want to talk to
Yeah.
you, man. They hate you. And
Even the greeter doesn't want to greet you. You know,
No,
like it's like
they
he's just
hate-
there for benefits.
I went to the. This is such a tangent. I went to the store because our cat isn't like eating his traditional food, so I had to go to the store and get baby food.
Yeah.
And I was just trying to talk to somebody. I was like, "Hey, man, I don't have a kid. I need this chicken baby food. Is the baby food that's in the baby section the only place that you carry baby food, or is there also baby food in the grocery aisle?" Because I legitimately didn't know that. I didn't know if
I think that's a fair
I
question.
didn't know if there were 2 sections to find baby food, and one person like grunted at me, and I was like,
Wow.
I like
no words were said.
she grunted at me, and she like looked around, like no verbal communication, and then I think she just said, "Yeah, the baby section's it," and I was just like, and maybe I'm asking too much, but I'm like, maybe I'm just in this world where I'm trying to reach out for like, and maybe we'll get to this further. I'm trying to reach out for an authentic human communication method, and it feels like the world is, to Dwayne's point, he'll say is like, well, it's going to a point where people are more comfortable with technology and they can communicate in their own way. I get that. I go out and I just want to talk to people, and I can't do that anymore. Like in regular life, and it's getting
it's
to
tough.
me, I think.
I like the physical stores too. Like in preparation for our event yesterday, I didn't get to do it just because I was really busy, but I wanted to go to the mall, and I was gonna get a watch. I was gonna get like clothes, and I was gonna be like, going to like Banana Republic or something and be like, hey, I got a date tomorrow. Like, let's help me get an outfit.
Get dripped out.
And I was like fantasizing about this, like, oh man, there'll be like a cool person there, help me out. Oh, that looks really good on you, or this and that, or let's try this. That's like my dream, dude. I want a girlfriend where we can go to the mall and then like she picks an outfit for me. I've described this to people and they think I'm so weird for it. I think that's that would be so fun, where she's like, dude, you look so hot in that. And I mean, that's like my dream.
This isn't it's going to sound like a dig at Chelsea. It's really not. But I know we talk about this sometimes, but where it's like Chelsea complimented me on one of my shirts one time in the 14 years we've been together or whatever. And I remember that. I still had that shirt.
Yep.
Whenever we go out, I'm like, I put the shirt on. Like that made me feel so good when she was like, oh, I really like, just out of nowhere. Like, I really like that. That's really like the compliments and the willingness to like, hey, let me go pick something out for you. Not like, oh, whatever you want, or I don't care.
No,
Like,
I think it's
like,
so like sexy.
yeah.
It to be like, I don't know, like I don't know, this is gonna sound so dumb, but like I'm modeling it for her, and she's like,
Yeah.
oh, I don't like that, but let's try this one. And she's like, oh, I love that, like that looks so good on you. And then that was like, I mean, my love language is like words. whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
So I just eat that up.
Have you ever had a relationship where it was like, because what you're describing, I think is usually more of like a feminine or a woman fantasy of like, I want to go shopping. I want my partner to pick out like something that they think I look really good in. They come home, they model it, or they try on the jeans and the shirt with different shirt combinations. Like I remember I had a relationship where, we would get home from a shopping trip, and this is like high school, college, but we would go like to her parents and have dinner after going to the mall, and then she would like try on, and her mom and her dad would be like, "Oh, we like that, buy," and be like, "Yeah," like it was like a communal thing. So have you ever done that?
No,
for
I've never
woman?
done it. And here's my problem is that I'm like willing to reciprocate, but I'm not good at it. I don't know. I feel like I always choose the wrong thing. So anything that I like, she hates, and then anything that I don't like as much, she loves. And then I'm just always wrong. So like, then I get a little self-conscious and I just start saying everything's good. And then she'll be like, no, it's not. So I don't know. I've been put in a blender before.
We
dude.
stink.
Yeah. I've been put in a blender. So I don't know. Anyway, so I was going to do that. I didn't have time to do it. It was going to be such a fun day too, because baseball starts this weekend. So I was going to go to Dick's. I was going to get a new bat, maybe a new glove, some gear, and then I was gonna go get an outfit, and then I was gonna get a watch because I think Macy's has the watch I tried to order, and then Amazon scammed me.
Oh, okay.
So I was gonna like check that out, but I never did.
Isn't there like an actual watch store at the mall? Like a big one?
Yeah, but I think it's
like not.
I think
kiosk,
it's
but
it's like really upscale watches, like
I
Omegas
thought you
and
were being
like
serious.
Rolexes and stuff.
Having a watch. Okay. Yeah.
Bro, the watch I'm gonna buy is more than your table. Like, I mean, you want to play that game? So,
Sure,
like,
all right. Well, that's not upscale.
no, it's like watches go really high. Watches cost more than cars.
That's actually a great argument. I'm going to use that whenever Chelsea's like, "What's this? What's this? Where did you get this from? I don't remember having this."
What's the argument?
Well, John bought a lot of stuff.
John bought one watch.
Yeah.
And John's single for that reason. Anyways, my point was that I like that experience of going to a store, especially like a mall. I miss the mall days. I was never like a huge mall guy, and I'm not really, but there is something fun about kind of planning a day. These are the stores we're going to hit up. I always liked going to like the Nike store, look at the shoes. Me and my buddy would do that. They have like the nerdy store. You'd like see like a Naruto shirt or something and be like, man, wish I had the balls to wear that.
I was envious of the mall people, the mall rats, because they were always like really cool, like social.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't there. I wasn't at that.
And there's so many
level.
hot girls there.
It was a nice place to meet people from other schools, but I do have fond memories of Dwayne and I going to the mall because we would save up all like our allowance for a couple months, maybe a quarter of the year, and we'd plan this mall trip. And we go, and the first thing that we would always hit would be like Suncoast Video, and you might be too young to know what that is. That they would sell VHS tapes, these things that you would put into this player connected to your TV, and it would play.
I had a VHS. We had Igloo videos.
Eagle.
It's
different.
Eagle.
It's Eagle.
Yeah,
but it's not a rental thing. Like the Suncoast, you would buy it, right?
Yes. So Suncoast,
this is a buy.
Yeah, this buy to own.
I would rent them because we didn't buy stuff.
Well, yeah, Eagle was 99 cents for 7 days or something.
Well, what was so cool about Suncoast Video was that's where you would get your anime because we didn't have access to anime. There weren't streaming services, so it's pretty much Toonami or bust. So, but you would go there, and that's where you get the Dragon Ball Z episodes that aren't out yet, and that's where you'd get like Gundam, and you would find new anime to watch, like Ghost in the Shell we were talking about the other day. So that was always our first stop, and we'd usually both get two VHS tapes because one VHS would be like $15, $30 there. Then we would go to Electronics Boutique, get a video game. Then we would go to the food court and do both the pizzeria and the Chinese place. So we do both, and we would be high on life at that point.
UN.
And then we would go to like Hot Topic and maybe look for like a really like emo band shirt, and then we would finish at like the FYE record store. Look for music and stuff. Never buy anything there. I kind of feel bad for they had never got any of our money, but that's where we would end our trip. And then, Mom, come pick us up, or Dad. Like, it was such a good time.
Good. That's so cool. Yeah, I used to go and like I would hang out with my buddy there. We would go look at shoes. We'd always go to Lids, look at the hats.
Yeah, Lids was
Lids
cool.
tight. Food court. I always got Chinese. We didn't do the double. That's a pro move. We weren't on that level.
We were a Chick-fil-A family. Just
really?
Yeah.
One of the best things you can do is that, like at the pizzeria places, you get like 2 cheese and an Italian hoagie, and their Italian hoagies were so good. But what you would do is you would open up the bag of chips that you get and kind of like crush them a little bit next to the pizza, and then you would eat the Italian hoagie over top of the pizza. So like. It kind of sounds gross now. I think
like
about
spills
it.
out on it.
Yeah, so like the Italian dressings
nachos
and stuff like spills out onto the pizza, the best drippings, and then you would eat the pizza with the chips and like the sub drippings.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
nacho
that's
pizza.
efficient.
It was great.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Dang, dude. Yeah, I used to do. So you describing that story reminds me of Toys R Us. That was my spot.
Yeah.
And my mom would take me and my brother to Toys R Us, and it would be like, all right, you can each pick one game. And we'd run over to like it was like you'd walk in and it was right to your left. It was these big glass cases and you could look at all the games. And what was so exciting about that, kind of like how you're describing anime, like you had nothing to go off of. I especially had nothing to go off of because I was like 6, right? So you look at the game, and this is like back when the box art is your marketing.
Everything. Yeah.
And you have to sell the game by someone literally sitting there looking at it. And for me, one of the big things I remember was the PlayStation 2. They had the greatest hits thing, the little red bar.
Yep.
And that's what we would gravitate. Like that was such a genius marketing thing too. Cause like we would
they had that
gravitate
with
to
PS1 too. It was just green.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Interesting. I just remember the PS2 one because
Well,
that's when we actually went to the store, and PS1 I was too young, I think.
Yeah, but that's the thing is like if you have like Final Fantasy 7,
Yeah.
if you have the green marker, not worth anything. If you have
Kyle
like
has
the black,
the original
the OG
black
stuff,
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
And that probably the same for the other games.
The box art's crazy. Like I went down a rabbit hole. Obviously, I'm going hard on GBA right now, and there are so many good GBA games that nobody played because the box art is like mind-numbingly awful, like hilariously bad. Like somebody, if you would see that now, it would be like a really bad like meme or like a thrown together like clip art thing. And there was like a whole article about like, hey, look at all these games and how they just died on the vine because whoever did their box art is trash. But I don't know.
Yeah,
It's a lost art.
I think that's so cool. And I just remember what was really cool about that experience is that you would find these gems. At least you would think they were gems, right? Because you never heard of anything. So when you pick something out on pure instinct, and then you went home and you played it, and it was like such an insane game. It's so good. Like my go-to example is Sly Cooper. Like it was I just took a shot. I was like, this cover looks interesting. And it wasn't like, the cover was like not even anything special, but I was just like, I just took a shot, and that's like one of my favorite games of all time.
Here's the thing though, like you don't even know about stuff until like you get a magazine or you talk to a human and they say, oh yeah, play this, don't play this, whatever.
Right.
But imagine how, I think generally speaking, people would enjoy games more if we didn't have reviews.
100%.
You know what I mean? Like generally, if it wasn't like, oh, I gotta watch out for this shade stutter, whatever, and this is trash. It's only hitting 61 frames a second instead of 120 or whatever. If you don't know what to critique, I think the layman would just enjoy your 7s and 8s and like whatever the general thing is. Yeah,
so that's what we did back in the day.
Exactly,
you didn't have a choice, and it was just like the rarity of it. So when you bring up Toonami, like you'd get so excited for Saturday night because it was Dragon Ball Z. Goku's been holding a spirit bomb for like a month, and Like you're just like, what's gonna happen? You don't have any other option but to wait and see what happens. And it's such an excitement. We are so spoiled now where I can literally just go on and watch every episode back to back. It's just killed like the magic of it.
Yeah.
And it's convenient. I like the convenience, but you're never gonna get that again. Where it's just like, I mean, that's why I really liked
Pluribus.
No, I binged that.
Oh, did you? Okay, never mind.
Yeah, it was all out. No, what was the game we played last year? The superhero one?
Oh, Dispatch.
Yeah. That was so cool. Whereas like we would talk about it every week. We're like, I can't believe how good this is. And then you'd have to wait. I would get sad every time it ended.
Yep.
Like, you guys remember when you would like watch your favorite show and you're getting towards the end and you're just like getting a little antsy because you're like, I don't want this to end, but I know it's going to end soon.
Yep. So real quick, but then there are those times when you don't realize that it's a double episode.
Yes.
Like super rare, where you get like an hour of it.
You're like, wait a minute, it's already past.
It's like 9:30. Yeah, like mom,
it's still going.
Yeah, it's like it's not over yet.
Dude,
and then they're like, okay, it was one of
yes.
those.
I think people are just so mixed on that because last year, I remember maybe it was even the year before, I think we were talking about Arcane or a really big show that came out, and I was asking friends, I'm like, hey, have you watched any yet? And they're like, no, we're waiting for it just all to release to watch it all at once because we hate the in-between. And I think I fall into your camp, John, where I like the anticipation and let things muster. I might even watch an episode a couple of times, waiting. And I just recently got access to Disney Plus, and I really want to watch Andor, but I'm kind of like, I don't know, like for some reason, because I wasn't there at the onset. I know there's like a decent amount of episodes. It's like, when do I start this?
I think it's all out now.
It is all out, but like, when do I commit to like 10 episodes of something? And it's like, I turn on Disney Plus, like, okay, I'm going to bed. I can't turn on Andor, even though I know I want to. Let me just put on, Polar or, The Greatest Showman for the 20th time and rewatch the same thing. Or like Dune. I used to be a Dune hater. I must have watched Dune 2 like at least 12 times now. Like,
dude, 12.
Yeah, I'm big
because that's a long movie.
I'm big.
That's a lot of movie. Yeah.
And then whenever we had that sleepover at Dwayne's, him and I, we watched Dune 2 every night. We watched it 3 nights in a row. So it's like, I'm all in on Dune. But
I miss rewatching movies. I don't replay anything or rewatch anything.
Yeah.
And I've been going back on my Retroid. Actually, this is why I like that a lot. Where it's like I'm replaying games again, like Spyro or whatever, or games I've played a million times. But it's just like so nice to just like turn your brain off. I've done this. I'm not being surprised, but it's like coming home. You're like, when you get back to Artisans, dude, it's like, dude, they left it just the way I
know
love
where
it.
these gems are.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, by the way, Spyro's like, how did we do that as a kid? Like, I was really having trouble with Treetops.
Treetops was always the
and I'm like, how did we figure this out? Because you have to go crazy around the map in like the most unintuitive ways to get to that little island to the left. You know what I'm talking
about? So I
had
a strategy guide.
Oh, yeah. I was going to bring that up too. Strategy guides.
Yeah.
Missed that so much. I had every Pokemon strategy guide. I loved following along with it. Yep. And that's kind of like, I think you've given me shit for this, and maybe not you, but someone has. One of my friends has. I will use like a guide.
Yeah,
for
no,
games.
I would never give you.
That doesn't sound like
I know it sounds like me, but I
no, I actually don't think it was
by all
you.
means, like use strategy guides. Like
no, like for Persona, for example. Like for what was the one that came out? Metaphor.
Yeah,
I used like a guide, and those I like using a guide because there's only you have to be like really careful with your time or whatever. So I'm like, I don't want to waste that. I want to see everyone's path or whatever. But I love that feeling of just falling around, and I don't like having it on my second monitor. I liked having the physical.
Well, that was the in between, right? So like, oh, I got kicked off the PlayStation. I can't play Tekken 3 because we're on our way to church. I pull the Tekken 3 guide out, and I'm just studying like all the moves from all the all the different characters and stuff like that. Getting excited, like reading their backstories and stuff of all the characters, even the ones I haven't unlocked yet. And I like have a plan going into. It's like, okay, get home from church, maybe homework, whatever, and then it's like I'm gonna unlock like Tiger Jackson tonight or whatever, and I know exactly what I have to do. Like that's the cool stuff.
I just remember like I would be on Pokemon like Sapphire, and then I'd be under my covers with my SP, and then I'd have a little flashlight, and I'd reference the guide.
Yeah.
So just throughout the night, you see this little light going on under the covers. My mom, it was like so obvious that I was playing, but I thought I was being so sneaky. Like
Now, see, there's an app for the Thor with a double screen where you're playing on the top screen, and there's a guide for the bottom, and it would they sync up. So you can just kind of like go through the guide as you're
but
playing.
I like the physical. Like my
It's so much
edges
better.
were all
100%.
it was all stained from like chocolate milk spills and stuff.
I have such fond memories of those as well. Like I remember Ocarina of Time guide, Pokemon Stadium guide for some reason I had.
I gotta play that. I never played Pokemon Stadium.
Yeah.
Not good?
Not bad, but I actually would probably revisit like Pokemon Snap before I revisit Stadium. That's the one where you're like on rails and you're taking pictures.
Yeah, they made another one. You have it. It's on there.
Oh wow.
Pokemon Snap's
I'm
it's
thinking
pretty
of
fun.
Pokemon Coliseum. Is that what it is? Or is it Stadium?
Speaking of N64, I forgot about this. This is a N64 controller, so you can see the button layout matches the N64. Because I was getting sick of like rebinding stuff. So now whenever I end up getting on the 64 train, I can.
There you go.
You're
Where do they put the Z button?
That's a great question. I think it's on the top. I think the Z button's up
Okay.
here. Yeah.
But I also
I'm holding up a controller for the listeners. Sorry.
I also have like really fond memories of GameFAQs, the website, because you
Yes.
could go on there and they'd all be like user created, but like really passionate. Like you could tell they did really good work on there. And I would print out I'd print out the whole guide.
Yep.
Like I remember printing out Tales of Destiny for the PlayStation 1, 40 some pages guide, like just text and trying to staple it. So I'd have like multiple staples in it at different points, and I would carry it around everywhere, like crossing stuff off, highlighting stuff. And that was a really fun guide.
This was my RPG cliche list from GameFAQs. This was last updated December of 2002.
That's cool.
But it's just like here's all the cliches of all like JRPGs, and they named all the rules for it and stuff.
That's so
I kept it throughout all the years because these are hilarious. Like,
wow, I didn't even know you had that down here.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I actually just used a GameFAQs guide.
Yeah.
Because I was last year when I was down south for Thanksgiving, and I was playing through Guardians Crusade again.
Yeah.
It's such an obscure game that
Yeah.
there's no new guides for it or anything. So I was using the OG people that got on there back in 2001
Right.
guides, and Jeff said, it's it was crazy. They would make these titles with text.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
It'd be
It's all crazy.
and forward slashes.
Yes.
And
I forget what you call
tildes.
that.
Axie art, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was really nostalgic to go through
Yeah.
one of those and see all the typos.
cheatcc.com, Cheat Code Central. That was a big one.
What did I use? I had a cheat code site too, but I don't remember that one.
You were probably Game Shark.
No. Oh man, if I heard it, I would remember. But
GameSpy. I don't know if GameSpy did cheats. Anyway.
yeah, but I remember the cheat. You would look up the cheat codes. I would. The
Is
big
that,
ones.
are we just grumpy old men? I don't know. It's are we missing a lot of? And I know you're probably either very validated or internally raging, Jeff, because you've been saying this from the jump.
What?
Just the physical stuff and the I miss the the good old days and stuff, and we were all no, you're boomer, whatever. But now it's just things are getting so, I don't want to be doom and gloom, but they are getting pretty bad. Studios are closing, everything's closing, everything's getting canceled. If it's not a live service game, if they can't do a season pass, if they can't do it's just it's just not worth it. And you're not getting complete games anymore. You're not. It's just I don't know. It was a simpler time, but it was a better time.
Go ahead.
I don't really feel validated because it's nice that you guys agree with me and you do feel nostalgia towards those times, and you can think of how almost serendipitous they were or magical or but I do know a lot of my friends feel the exact opposite of me, where they are all about convenience. Like, why do you care, Jeff? Why we love digital? Why would I want to go anywhere when I can already have it preloaded at midnight? Like, why would you even want the box? You have to worry about it when you're moving. Why care about any of this stuff? Like, get with the times. And they're just as valid as I am, I think. You know, like, games are changing and we have to change with it, or at least accept that they're changing. And my little cousins don't care that they can't get a box anymore, because they don't have any memories attached to that experience at all.
Right. Yeah.
They're like, when they go, they don't have any excitement about going shopping anymore. They might be excited about like V-Bucks because it shows up on a TV and they're like, oh, I can get a skin. But even the toy section now at the mall or whatever, it's like Nerf guns, maybe Legos, and maybe like the toy section has even shrunk to such a degree where, you know, you have a young child. Like, I'm not exactly sure like what toys kids even like. I don't think they're playing with action figures that much. Like, my youngest nephew is like, hey, can I get,
has a lot of stuff.
like, can I get that Sasuke figure? But he doesn't want my Sasuke figure to play with. He wants to display it. So it's like,
That's really interesting, actually.
or like Hot Wheels cars were massive when I was a kid. Like, there were Hot Wheel cars everywhere, like hundreds of them, and little green army men and wrestling figures that you would set up to be like the villain or the hero.
Stretch Armstrong.
Stretch Armstrong.
Yeah.
Did you ever break one? Did
Oh,
you ever,
yeah.
It was
Yeah.
it was like a huge event when those
Yeah.
arms came off. And
I predid. I had the. Did you guys have the trains? I was big into Thomas the
Tom
Tank
is
Engine,
just huge.
and I'd put the tracks together.
Yeah. So like, I can think of like the younger toys that, you know, my really little niece is like, she just still has the train tracks that you put together that you're
Nice.
describing with like the puzzle and elements. But I think that the physicalness of toys and adventure and video games, I think that's just a time of the past, and we have to be okay with that. You're still gonna maybe like throw the football around. Going to the store and getting a new bike might still be a really big milestone for kids, but they don't have any connection to going to the game store, because I don't think that they're going to grow up with a game store.
Yeah, I think they're not going to have the place to look, like, aside from like Target. Like, so like Penny likes to go to Target. She is aware of like, oh, I'm going to go down this aisle because this is where like Mickey is or Elmo is or whatever. So she has that understanding. But yeah, in the back of my mind, I'm like, girl, there was a store where every aisle was 3 times longer than this, and it was just all toys. Like, it didn't matter. Like, it was like you went in and it was this like
It's unbelievable.
paradise of like, you would never be able to see everything. It was so big, and you had to like do different like. Yeah, I don't know.
They used to have like the demos.
Yeah.
At the, you know, like in
Kiosk.
Yeah,
or
dude.
end cap.
I used to just sit there and just dream about getting a game like that, and
I loved, like, that was the best
So
thing.
many little things.
I think Sears did it, where they just had a random Sega Genesis hooked up, and I don't believe you could even buy one. I think it was just there, and it was genius, because then, like, while my mom's going around shopping for clothes or whatever, I would just sit there for as long as she wanted, playing like Aladdin or whatever. Happy as a clam, didn't matter. And that was it. And I'd be like, oh, we going to Sears? Yay, we clothes shop, because I knew I could play like a video game or something.
right.
I think there is also like an age cutoff too, where I have some younger people come into my chat every once in a while, and they are so hyped about like the Steelbook edition that they got, like a Fallout or something. So I know for a fact that there are the people that are maybe like 16 plus that still have some fondness of the physical, or like they still get like super excited when they're cracking a pack of Pokemon cards. But I do have a nephew who is still in high school, and you know, I'll show him like my PlayStation 1 collection that I have, and he's like, so Fortnite? Or I'm like, God, you're killing me, kid.
Well, this is like what I'm curious about, right? So they're not growing up with these things, and I am curious too. I know you were mentioning like throwing a football or going like riding a bike. Like, the other aspect of it, I mean, video games was huge for me, but the other part of it was like hanging out with your friends and going into the woods, and we would do like Nerf guns, and when we got older, it was like airsoft, and that was a big like just playing. outside was so huge back in the day. And you go over to your friend's house for a sleepover, and that was like the craziest thing ever. Because your mom never lets you sleep over at someone else's house. So like you finally
sleepovers are one thing, and I guess to like some extent, like and Chelsea and I have talked about this, where it's like we have to know the parents, we have to know like everything about it. Where it's just so, I don't know what it is, man, but it's like and I'm sure it's just me being overprotective, but even just the thought of her walking by herself anywhere is like gut-wrenchingly terrifying.
Yeah.
Because it's like she gets pulled and you're just done. Like it's just a different time.
Well, my parents were really like,
yeah,
they didn't. I very rarely got to sleep over because they just were very protective, which I'm sure like I understand a lot more now than I did then, obviously. But when you were allowed, like if it's Sam's birthday and it's like everyone's gonna be there, and they're like they have to give in, and like that was the biggest thing. It was crazy. We'd have like Nerf gun. We would make forts, and he had the biggest basement. So going over to his house was the best because we would make these forts. We'd get all the furniture downstairs and have these huge Nerf gun fights. And then
we did airsoft with just literally airsoft.
We eventually we were younger for this part of it, so we did Nerf guns. But yeah, we did airsoft after a while too.
But this was like we all had pistols. Yeah, no glasses, no nothing.
Oh yeah,
and it was like. I think like 7th, 8th grade, and we were just like so stupid.
We had like the spring-loaded ones too. They were so garbage. And then like when my cousin got into it, we like found out what the real versions were. It's like, oh my gosh. But those were the best. Yeah. And then I just have this memory of like early YouTube. We would watch hockey fight compilations and just get so jacked up. We were just like fake fighting with each other.
We watched Girls Gone Wild, also jacked up in a different way.
No, we did that too. We saw the Naked Channel once by accident. It was like 3 a.m, and they were selling, I'll never forget this. It was called the Jackrabbit 3000.
Yeah.
You know what the Jackrabbit is? It's like a big dildo.
Yeah.
I think.
Sure.
Or no, it's like a strap on.
Well, maybe I don't know what it is.
I don't know.
Anyway, yeah.
It was crazy.
I can imagine.
Because there was like a glow in the dark one. There was a prickly one. There was like.
Yeah.
Do we have to cut this? Probably.
Nah, all right.
Anyways, we were all like, "Oh my gosh!" Like we never seen anything like that before.
The beauty was that channel was right next to the Weather Channel. So like if Jamie's mom would come down, we would like click it real quick and all pretend we're like sleeping and the Weather Channel's just on. She just like closes the door. And we like.
I'll never forget when that came on. We were all like, in awe.
Oh, we went. Where was it? It was like we went to some hotel. For school, there was like we went to like Cedar Point or something, and it was like a whole thing. And my buddy Jay, who Nate shoots with or whatever, it was like he like hot wired the TV or did something. He was like super smart kid, and like took off all the blockers for everything.
What?
It was life changing.
Hot wire the TV.
His room was I forget who he was staying with, but it was like that was everybody was like, we're just gonna sleep in this room.
Oh my god, that's insane.
Yeah. I remember the big ones were. I think it was like Howard Stern was definitely big. Like that was. I remember going to sleepovers 6th, 7th grade, putting Howard Stern on, not really having any clue what was going on, but being like really intrigued by some of the visuals.
Sure.
And then it was like MTV had some pretty risky stuff too. With like I think they had a series called like Undressed or something like that, and that was like young adult. Probably too advanced for that age, but it was like this is what you can see that isn't censored or whatever, and you're like, whoa, like this is in the next coming years. That's crazy. Like
the moral of the story is Penny's never sleeping over.
Right?
Anyway. She's staying home.
No.
She's staying in her room. Yeah. Like that's it.
We used to do floor hockey too. That was big. Yeah. We'd have floor hockey,
knee hockey,
Yeah.
We do the 4 Xboxes, LAN parties, all that stuff.
Yeah,
I broke my friend's knee hockey stick and he cursed me out. Like, I accidentally snapped it. He was so mad.
Yeah, you had to bring your own because like people were very protective of their sticks. Yeah, those were the days. Anyways, my point is like, if I wonder if kids these days like still do that kind of stuff, because think about it, like that for us was so rare because like we didn't have access to anything, but now kids could access whatever they want, more or less, right?
I think I'm starting to try and get a little bit more hopeful for it. Like even driving here to your neighborhood, I saw kids walking down the street with each other, like a basketball. I was like, oh, that's cool. Like they're still going outside. I do know for a fact my little nephew doesn't and didn't. Like he's very much the indoor play kind of guy. But in my neighborhood as well, I'm starting to see like the generational switchover of like for a long time I wasn't seeing any younger kids going out and playing. Yep. And it was like a 10-year period, and then my generation is reproducing, and I'm seeing them go and maybe ride bikes and stuff like that.
Well, you mentioned like Matchbox cars, and that's the same thing where like my nephew just got like all of his dad's old cars, and then I took all mine, brought them over and gave them to him. So like now he's super into that and watching car shows and doing, so it's like. It exists, but that's the beauty of the physical stuff is it's new, it's exciting, it's weird. It's not just another thing on another screen, and it's novel to people, so they use it. So I think once you lose that, then it's like, well, now what do you, like literally what do you have? Mm-hmm. But
yeah, so I'm curious, like what's the kids now when they grow up, what are they going to be sitting around talking about like us? Like, oh, remember V-Bucks? Like, there's no way, right? Like,
probably.
I don't know.
I mean, how's it any different than talk about like Call of Duty? Like it's like it's the same.
Because I learned all my swear words through Call of Duty.
I'm sure they did the same.
I have had conversations of like, hey, remember WoW rating? And then my cousin's like, yeah, but you have to understand, like, that was Minecraft for us. Like, we'd still talk and reminisce about early Minecraft because we would make music videos like with our characters dancing and shoot movies and like create our own adventures. So I hope that the memories just kind of shift and
I think you're right, because now I think about it, like my little brother, we have a pretty big age gap. It's like, man, it's like 7 or 8 years or something, and he reminisces about Black Ops 2, FaZe Clan, like no scopes and stuff, and like compilations and things. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so funny. Like for us, it was like Machinima. You remember that? Yeah. And they would do like their
you do your Red versus Blue. Actually, I think that's Rooster Teeth, but same difference.
Yeah, but those were the ones we had. Like Rage Quit. I remember I used to watch Michael all the time. I think it changed. Like it was kind of the same kind of thing, but it was just
I don't
later.
know if it's my algorithm, which on YouTube, not on Instagram. My algorithm's gone, but I love it. I love it so much. Given the craziest videos.
Gone in what way?
Just I don't know.
It can't be found. This is the
that doesn't help me.
It's
off the map.
Tyler has converted my Instagram to the algorithm because I click on so many of his that now I'm getting these. Just
did I send the?
It's not even like
seals?
Depraved. It's just I can only explain it as ultimate creativity. Like I don't.
Did I send the sea lion video? Okay, good. There's like a play. I don't know what you want to call it. Like a miming of just people pretending to be like sea lions. Like
I think 5 or 6 that
people.
guy.
Yeah, it's like 5 or 6 different people, and they're like,
I would call that depraved.
It's wild, man.
Is it the guy who's like, all right, let's do the sea lion, and it just cuts to him going,
no, it's like literally no words spoken, and it's a person like kneeling, and they're acting like a sea lion, and they come out, another one comes out, and they like kind of talk and do things, and they go off and it was done. Like, look, it's done really well. Where I'm like, I could see sea lions doing that. I'm like, that's how they act.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
the one I saw was like really cringe. It was like,
dude, I'll start putting you on. You want
secondhand embarrassment? No,
you want?
I don't have an Instagram. Don't even waste your time. And he like would go into a mall, like the food court, and stand on the table. He's like, "Everyone do the sea lion," and it would cut to him on the table going, just flopping around, and everyone's so uncomfortable.
That's
dude.
the thing I hate is
I can't
when you do
that.
Like public, like just
impede
weird
someone
crap
else.
Yes,
yeah. like the dude that like walks, like the thin like older guy, and he walks like he's all jacked and finds like the biggest jacked guys, and then like shoulder checks them and like just keeps walking.
I'm like, that's dangerous. Like the sea lion guy is just an idiot. But like that.
Yeah.
That's dangerous. I just get such bad secondhand embarrassment. I have to turn it off.
But the whitest kids you know, and like those kind of like sketch comedy people, like that, you're seeing a resurgence of that.
Key and Peele.
And keep, yeah, sure. But it's like
goats.
You're getting like, there is a generation that is like, yeah, well, we could do this, and it's like funny, and like maybe like I don't get all of it depending on like the age group and things like that, but like it's there. It's just different, and we have to kind of.
Yeah, I watched these guys. I think their channel name's Almost Friday TV or something, and they're like I guess kind of like a sketch group. It's very high production nowadays, though. Like Whitest Kids You Know is so like.
Yeah.
Just cobbled together. It was really funny.
Your iPhone makes it look like it's shot on a camera now. Like
true.
It's
True. But yeah, these guys are really funny. They do like a sketch every week.
Yeah.
And it gets pretty weird, but yeah.
Like Game Changer's great. Like,
yeah,
that's very
Game
like
Changer.
You know, but to me, Game Changer is like the next whose line is it anyway, right?
Yes.
Like it's like very different, obviously, but it's the same. Scratches that same itch.
Yes.
So I don't know. Anyway, I'm sorry, that was not on the list. Oh, and I synced all my handhelds up, so now if I play a game on one, the save carries across everything.
And 2 down.
Great. What else do I have on there? Anything?
Office overhaul.
Yeah, that's
is that the wood stuff?
Yeah, I got the. Yeah, we're good.
All right, let's get to the big one here. All right, so we're gonna get to the big one, and then we'll go into gaming. So.
Oh, okay.
We had a little event last night.
Yeah, like a fan meet and greet kind of thing.
Like a fan meet and greet. We had a couch co table. We had a What Killed Jeff table. Could you imagine? That would be so. I don't think I could handle being famous.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No.
It'd be
too anxiety riddening.
Yeah.
Riddening.
Yeah.
Riddening.
Yeah.
I'd just be like, and then I'd read every comment. And
I have way too many nudes out there.
I'm very thankful that we get no comments.
Yeah.
Because I would not do well with comments.
All the comments we get are very nice. Like,
we've only gotten like
oh my
3.
gosh, how do you guys have no views? Like it's really well produced. Like the quality's great.
Yeah, the which is all you, but the level of like quality equipment and stuff we have versus the reach.
We you gotta be video. You gotta be video.
Yeah,
it's fun. We have fun.
No, I have a great time. So yeah, we had an event yesterday. What it actually was a dating event, which I think I talked about the other one I did.
I was not there.
You were not there,
Yeah.
but you were
Just to be clear.
following along spiritually. I dragged Jeff along with me this time because I thought he might have fun at this. So we'll see what his thoughts were. And then my other buddy came with us as well. And it was very interesting. So I'll turn it over to Jeff at this point. You want me to go first?
No, I can go.
You want me to set the stage, or
You can, set the scene.
Okay, so they do these events at a brewery, which I think is smart. You know, everyone's got like a little drink with them, kind of break the ice tension a little bit. And it's never gotten out of hand. I mean, I've only been to 2 of these, but it seems to be like a nice, everyone's kind of relaxed kind of vibe. The structure of it is there's supposed to be different groups, and you get a group of guys that you're with, and then you kind of swap tables, and then you play a different game each time.
And the guys are the ones swapping?
The guys are the ones swapping, so they'll move to the next table. Unfortunately for this one, because probably because of the NFL draft, but we're not sure. There was a lot of people that didn't show up, so it was a little bit, we had to kind of figure things out on the fly. So there was only 2 tables, which I'm sure Jeff's going to talk about in his review. But long story short, you play a game, the games are designed so it sparks conversation. I think the game choices are really good, even though Jenga's not a board game. And you have to, like, I guess at the end of the night, like, write down who you matched with or whatever, who you want to match with or whatever. The way they do it is so terrible, though. You have to make sure everything's spelled right and formatted correctly. It's just, there should be like a checkbox. I feel like we have the technology to just have like a checkbox or something, right?
Yeah, So the event,
It's like a voting thing, right?
Yeah.
Like it's like you go to the polls and you just give a
Yeah, I
little
don't
booze.
know. There's never been any controversy with that though. So, all right, I'll turn it over to Jeff.
yes. So
Let's hear your thoughts. How do you think the event was overall?
my opinion of the event has changed drastically in a short amount of time. So I think I came off the event, left, and I was shocked. I could not believe it. And what I mean by that is I myself have been out of the dating game for quite some time. So I was in a very committed relationship for a long time, and then I took a hiatus from any type of dating. So it's literally been probably almost 9 years since I've even been in a like looking for someone mentality or understanding what the game is these days. And this is just one aspect to it. I know there's plenty of ways to meet people, but we're trying different things, you and I, to put ourselves out there and meet that special someone. And this was kind of exciting to me because I like the idea of a numbers game, and you and I go back and forth like this, John, where it's like all we have to do is to lose 99 times and we'll win on 100. Like, so that's kind of like my mentality is like, if I meet 100 women, I'm fine being rejected 99 times. Hopefully, like the one that isn't like a rejection or whatever is like a really good match, essentially, is like the mentality I go for. So this was exciting to me because it's like a way to meet a lot of people all at once, see what people are bringing to the table, see like how people are interacting. And this event was ages 25 to 39. So I'm 37. That was my only stress factor is like, will there be people my age here, or will this kind of be towards the younger group? I was really pleased to know that there were many people my age at this event on the ladies' side.
Do you think it skews that way because the younger people are on their phones and just doing like the apps?
100%. It has to be. That's what I believe.
I would think so too, and I would think that a lot of I would find it hard to believe that there's a lot of people in the middle. I would think it's mostly younger or mostly towards the older section, because if you're on the younger side, it's like, oh, cool, this sounds like fun. I just got to the city, or like I'll just try this because I'm young and adventurous. And then I would imagine like the middle group of like, you know, actually John's age, like 28 to like 30 something, might have just gotten out of a serious relationship, or that first like really big one that might lead to marriage, and then they're like, ah, crap, like I got to get back out there. The dating websites kind of suck, so let me try this in-person event. I don't know. That's my mentality.
Yeah, that's fair.
Leave us a comment if you're don't fall into those groups. But so I will say this: I had a lot of fun. Some of the fun was because of the event. Some of the fun was just there because I was there with John and his friend, who was really cool. And part of it was I had fun because I got there super early and met cool people at the bar that weren't part of the event at all. So it was kind of like a mixed bag. I don't think I had a lot of success in the actual like dating event. John mentioned that we were separated into tables. This was my first time. I didn't know what to expect. And my fellow man was really struggling. My fellow colleagues were not showing up to this event in a very communicative way. They were very shy, timid. And I think I approached it wrong, because I started to feel like I needed to take on this host role. So we were playing these board games and things like that that are meant to spark conversation. You could think of like Taboo, or I don't know the actual names of these, but like Cards Against Humanity, where you answer funny and then you elaborate on it later, and you know, mass hysteria begins. But it turned into like these some of these participants were so shy that they would just say their answer, but there was supposed to be like follow up. So it turned into be like, oh, so and so, why don't you tell us more about that? Like literally like playing game show host and being like, that's so interesting. Do you like doing that on like the weekends? Like
And you, madam, how do you feel about that? Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So like I would say that mine was like kind of not a disaster, but I think I went into it with the wrong mentality. And knowing that now, I probably would just say, hey, not let my fellow man flounder if they're floundering, but this is supposed to be a way to like for me to meet potential suitors and learn about them, not be invested in, unfortunately, in other people's experience. But it was like to that uncomfortable level of like, oh, it seems like some people are really not having fun. How can we get everyone involved? So I left ultimately not really knowing a lot about too much of the women, and the women don't know anything about me either. So the only thing that they might know is that like I broke my 2 front teeth playing hockey, and like I used to be an art teacher. That's probably the 2 bits of information that they
you're
know.
artistic, you're sporty, and you're 6'2". Like,
well,
and you care about your fellow man.
Yeah, like what else do you need to know?
But and then I also made a mistake of like this is a 2-hour event. Afterwards, that everyone's invited to hang out. I got like, I don't know why. I think I got in my own head and I was like, I don't want to be host anymore. I didn't know that everyone was going to stay, but I left like kind of as the event ended, promptly after I got one more beer, hung out for like maybe 5-10 minutes, and then left the event, said goodbye to everyone. I thought I was like, hey, it was like nice meeting you.
Okay, so it wasn't like an Irish goodbye.
No, no. I made sure I said goodbye to everyone.
That's growth.
And
That's a,
Yeah, dude, this guy just disappears. It's wild.
But I think that might have not. I think then the ladies thought that I wasn't interested because I left.
Sure.
So, and then I filled out the form afterwards incorrectly. So I don't know if I have any matches or not because I didn't get a follow-up email. So even if you get 0 matches, you get a follow-up email, and I don't have any emails like saying, hey, you went 0 for 6 because there's only 6 suitors. I got no email, so I filled out the form wrong. So I don't even know if anyone liked me or not. But that's partially my fault.
So now, I'm sorry, is there a way to rectify that?
I sent in the form again. I still didn't get an email. Like I sent in the form correctly, didn't get an email. So I emailed the guy for there's like a help email. So I'm like, hey, like,
Okay.
Can you just let me know if I matched with anyone or not? No big deal. But ultimately, a very good experience, an experience I needed. I think it kind of got, even just getting out of the house.
Sure.
And meeting people that you don't know. Like when I got there, I was, John, I was hitting it off, I think, with one of the fellow guys. I'm like, hey, man, like, are you ready? You know, he's like, yeah, I think I'm ready. Like, so we were kind of like, it was fun. Like, it was nice. Oh, my name's Jeff, so-and-so. I think not, even if it wasn't like 100% successful, I think it was a needed experience and one that I would do again with, I think, a better mentality and understanding of what a dating event is now.
Yeah.
Is it my turn? Yeah, I felt really bad because I feel like I was overhyping it maybe, and then you got there, you're like mortified at what you're seeing. Which I thought I was like pretty honest with you about my fellow guys last time. And maybe you just didn't believe me or thought I was being hyperbolic, but
no,
I wasn't.
I think,
it was you see a lot of different characters at this kind of thing. Mainly only on the guy side too, which is like,
well, that's what I was saying. I feel so bad for
all the women are generally great. And
yeah, the
like,
women are like, they can speak. They can.
Well, yeah. I don't even know how to put it.
I'm sorry.
What did you call him? Yeah, we can't say it.
But okay, fellow nerd. Okay, for all the listeners out there, fellow nerd to nerd.
Yes.
We and I talked to you about this before. Like, I'm not trying to like grief anyone, but I think we owe it to the ladies who are looking for their partner to maybe show up in a better way. And I'm not just like saying, oh, all these other people failed and I was successful. I mean, like, I obviously wasn't in the right mind either, because like all of a sudden I'm trying to play like parent and not even thinking about the event. It's like, but I feel bad. Dating is already hard enough. Then you go to an event like this and you invite in multiple personalities. You might feel overshadowed. You might not feel you might feel nervous. You might not know how to portray yourself in the best light. You're nervous. Like, I don't know what the remedy is, but I also don't know if there needs to be a remedy. Like we were talking about this, like these individuals might not be socially strong or be able to convey their strengths, but they undoubtedly have strengths. Like anyone there has something of value. 100%, I believe that with all my heart. And I don't feel like this event I think this event just highlighted, especially in the format, it highlighted social shyness because we were in two massive groups. We were supposed to have way more participants. So there were supposed to be smaller, intimate groups of like 4 total people. All of a sudden, we're sitting at a lunch table with 6 to 7 people. And it is if you imagine like your grade school lunch table, you're trying to like look over people to talk to someone across the table. You might not be able to hear them. You're trying to play a game, get everyone involved. Like it felt very like chaotic. And, there was a girl that I was sitting next to right from the get-go, and we started having a great conversation that we just had to cut short because there were so many people at our table. We had to ensure that everyone got a turn in the game. So it was like, I think I struggle with that aspect of like, how can I even gauge where I'm at with somebody, or if I am into them or if they're into me on such a setup. But again, I left when I should have stayed. And I think that's where a lot of the magic happens. A lot of the like, hey, can I
turns
pull
into like a happy hour?
Can I pull you aside? Have a sidebar? Do we just want to like have a quick one-on-one?
Yeah. Can I pull you for a chat?
I agree
That's
with
a Love
that.
Island thing. Yeah.
That's when you get like you're not impeded by the next game or like other conversations.
Like if you guys are in different tables, then that's the play, right? Where if you want to go and hang out with John after the fact, you guys are different tables. You don't talk, and you're like, okay, hey, sorry, I actually know that guy. I want to go say hi to him real quick, and then like that's your quick exit.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
Ultimately, like I told you, it sounds like a negative review or like I didn't have fun. I definitely did, and even if I didn't have an astronomical 10 out of 10 time, I think it was absolutely necessary for myself to get out there, which I haven't done for a very long time, even like in any capacity, really. So I was very happy to do that. It felt fine, which is I thought that I was going to be not in a good space to do. Like, I didn't know if I was ready or not. You and I have talked about this privately of like, should I even be, dating when I am doing such a good job of like protecting my own peace and in such a good spot? It's like, well, yeah, actually this is like the perfect time to date. If you're in a really good spot, you feel great and you're ready to invite someone else into that space, it's a good time to date. So I'm very thankful for you inviting me, and I do want to go again. I want to go again. I want to do it again.
So you guys are talking about speed dating next, right?
Yeah, I was looking into more of a one-on-one
where it's like all the tables are lined up and it's like a rotation.
Because that, I don't know. I've done 2 of these board game things now, which I think definitely have their pluses, but that is one of them. Like, you feel like you're getting into a good rhythm with someone about something that's not even about the game. It's about them, right? So I was having like a really good conversation with this one girl, and then we had to go to the next game, and it just got cut short, or he was trying to explain the game. It's like this awkward thing. It's like, well, we got to listen to this, and just kills your momentum. If you have a one-on-one, like more traditional speed dating thing, I mean, you're just like, the problem with that is you don't have any icebreakers, or I actually don't know how they do it. Maybe there are some things like that, but you don't have something to fall back on the game or something.
That was
going to
be my question to you guys is like, would you, because I would assume it's going to get very boring speed dating where it's like, who is your daddy? What does he do? Type of thing, right?
No,
like,
I'm pretty good.
Like, well, that's so like, would
I'm
you
a
like
weirdo where I'm
like
just
pick
like
new?
I just hit Emerald, bro. Like I'm kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
I would like start out with that. She'd be like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like,
Like,
you
what's
don't
your
know,
favorite?
You don't know.
What's your favorite Pokemon? Yeah.
Yeah, I would be like, in all seriousness, I would be like, hey, like my friend puts his dinner into like tortillas and stuff.
Yeah.
I think that's so weird.
What are your
like,
thoughts?
what is your thoughts on that?
And if they're disgusting, it's
and
this
then
guy.
she's like,
he's coming. He's
next.
2 heads down. Get ready.
or like, this is what me and Jeff were talking about is like, I protect my food. So if anyone steals it, it's like a no-go for me.
Yeah.
So I'll be like,
You're Joey.
all my friends think I'm crazy for doing this. Like, you agree with them? Should I like try to reevaluate my stance? I think I'm good at coming up with unique.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And then whenever
The other
like
stuff
you
is
match, you can
important,
talk
though.
about like all the
Exactly,
different
yeah.
things you mentioned in one go.
yeah, I don't know. I think whatever. I think I wanted to be personable.
Yeah.
That was my goal.
You nailed it.
Yeah, and then you deleted it all.
Yeah. We were talking about an email. You messaged a girl.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I put a couple commas in. Gave you some good
You
punctuation.
literally said this looks like AI slop, and then deleted
I don't think I
it.
never said slop.
Absolutely,
I said AI. I said
it's
AI.
implied.
All right. Well, I mean, we know it's not. You wrote it real time. I think you're just influenced.
All right, so here's my review. I went to one of these before earlier this year. Unfortunately, the first one was much better quality, just in terms of everyone showed up, and
There were more bodies.
yeah, I think I had a better performance in the first one, which makes sense because like you're gonna have more people, right? You have more of a chance to.
Like ratio
better.
wise, didn't you hit roughly the same?
No,
Oh no,
not
it was
close
like 40
because
and,
I was
40 and 60.
I
Something
was
like that.
10 for 16 last time, and then this time I was 2 for 6, 2 for 5
2 for 5.
because I got to walk.
Yeah.
I had one friend one person who matched me as a friend. So yeah, I don't think I did as well, and I'm not sure why. I feel like I was very similar. So I think maybe I'm just like really annoying because I'm super loud and obnoxious. I thought that was a good thing because I stand out, but maybe I'm starting to think it might be a bad thing.
I think it's a good thing to someone, and that someone maybe they weren't there
They
that
weren't
night,
there.
but
No.
like
I think board game's probably the wrong. I don't know if that type of person. I actually don't know what type of person likes my personality. That's why I'm in this situation. But
sure, I like it.
thanks,
It's good.
You're a
Yeah,
guy.
yeah.
Okay. I don't know. Yeah. So, anyways, I think, and then my friend I went with was just on fire. So I think I performed pretty well during the games themselves. I think it was being pretty funny. But after it, my buddy kind of took over, and I took a step back because I was recognizing he had the hot hand. So I kind of just kept passing him the ball, and
He was the autistic kid on the court.
whoa, yeah, I guess so.
That's a callback. That's what we call that.
That is a dangerous callback.
Hopefully, no one skipped ahead to this part. It has-
We're gonna have to do some scrubbing this
Yeah,
episode.
it's okay.
I
I'll be
gotta
fine.
scrub the Jackrabbit 3000.
Yeah.
I'm like thinking back on that. I'm like,
I feel so relieved because usually it's my stuff that needs to get scrubbed.
Nah,
so I feel
yeah.
so much better.
We're
that
doing
it
it
was
live.
you.
It's fine. We're good.
no, I think I just worry that my mom's gonna listen to one of these and then she'll be
It's
like,
gonna be the Jackrabbit episode.
Everyone's
Yeah.
been there. She'll look. It'll be great if she listens because it'll be justified on like why she kept you home.
that's true, but then she's gonna think she failed.
Look, she failed one time out of 100. Like
You-
we talked about that too. It's good.
You can't unsee that.
That's true. Yeah.
Anyways, so he did super well. I'm really happy for my guy. He all four of the people he like submitted for matched him back. So he's like riding really high. It's kind of like how I was feeling after the first one. So I totally understand where he's at right now. And
Yeah.
that's really cool. It gives you such a good confidence boost. You're like, I can still do this. People still think I'm interesting or funny or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's really good. So I didn't feel great today just because I felt like I didn't do very well, I guess.
I mean, you
In
had
terms of the results.
you had 6 interviews.
Yeah.
You had 2 callbacks, and hey, we really like you. It's just you're not fully qualified, right?
Yeah, that's kind of a brutal one.
Oh, is it not? Is that not? Is that what friend zone is? Like that you were friend zoned, right? Which means
Yeah,
like,
but it was
hey,
good
I
because
like
that-
you
that was-
as
that
a
was-
person, just not for this job.
Yeah,
of
that
being
was
my boyfriend.
my friend's number one. And
Great.
the fact that she friended me means that, like, you know,
Yeah, you still have an in.
I was
No.
Oh, okay.
it's you want your friend's girlfriend to like you.
Yeah, well, obviously.
if it goes to that.
yeah.
So that's like,
great.
unless she's like a genius and she's playing a long game, she's like, I know that those two guys are friends. So now I'm gonna be like, I'll have an extra in.
Ooh.
it was kind of, now that I think about it more, it is kind of strange that we all like had the same three.
I don't think it's strange at all. I think those are just the three
Go ahead.
most interesting people there.
Well done.
They were all really cool. I mean, everyone was cool, but like,
Look, you're attracted to people, right? Like regardless, there were
Yeah.
three standouts. I feel like that's
I think they're three.
Fine,
I think
like-
our lists were all different though, and how we
Yeah, which
ranked
was
them.
cool.
well, that's where the personalities come in. Like you have your
Yeah.
initial like, oh, they're attractive, oh, they're have good conversation, whatever.
Yes.
Then you each click different personality. That makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I will say that in terms of everything, every way to meet somebody, this actually was the most uplifting one. Like when I go
Yes.
on apps, I get demolished on apps. Like apps is like demoralizing. So this was much better than an app.
When
So-
when you say demolish, are you talking like some people are like brutally like brutal
Oh.
to you, or they just ignore you,
Like
or
it's,
they just
yeah,
don't
it's like
care?
even worse. It's like complete indifference. Like I couldn't even tell you the last time I got a match. Like I don't know how to match on an app. And
I
they're like-
was talking to
They're
one.
like, your
Did you fill out the
profile's
form
trash.
correctly?
Maybe not.
I was talking to like one of the guys after, and that's what he was telling me too. He's like, dude, I've tried dating apps and I can't get one match.
Yeah, neither can I.
And I'm like, oh my gosh.
I can't
don't
get-
do the dating apps, but this is why. It's like the rich get richer, dude. It's crace.
The rich.
100%.
The rich can afford the subscription to.
Yeah,
the dating
I
app.
heard that you actually doing that helps you a lot.
Yes, of course it does. They need to make money.
Right, but I don't know if they market it well because everyone that I've talked to thinks it's a scam, but I've heard from people who actually do it.
Well, it's a scam in that they will gatekeep. Like there's
Yeah,
not a
that
doubt in
is
my mind
crazy.
that they filter all that stuff. Where it's like, okay, when 100 women match you, we'll let 10 through or something like that.
Oh, wow. You think it's that bad?
But I'm making numbers.
Why wouldn't they just come out and say that then?
Well, Tinder
more
does
people
do
would-
that.
yeah,
they
they're not gonna
publicly
say that.
does it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So like on Tinder,
it's advertising.
like if you aren't subscribed on Tinder, you can get like a like. Mm-hmm. So not a perfect match, but a like somebody's interested in your profile, but you literally can't even view it or contact them. All it'll say is you have somebody who liked your profile or wanted to match with your profile, and you can't even view it unless you pay. So using the free version, the only way you can connect with somebody if it's 100% mutual. So if you pay for it, you can know if somebody's interested in you, but maybe you didn't swipe or you missed their profile, or maybe they got to your profile before you got to their profile.
Right.
But you will never know unless you pay. So to Tyler's point, yeah, it could be baked into some type of
Dude, LinkedIn
P&L,
does that.
P&L.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's brutal. Yeah, I like the in-person stuff. I know I've said that a lot, but I feel like I do better at that. It's more real.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
I'm sure there are
All in
bots
all-
and everything on there too.
Yeah, it was good. It always feels good to get out there, give it a shot. And I think to Jeff's point, it is just getting experience and finding out what you want, what you don't
But
want.
you have found a type though recently.
horse girls.
Yeah, like that's your
I
type.
seem to attract horse girls.
I've been clarified that means they like horses,
Yeah, that is
and
the
they
modern
in fact
day definition.
don't look like a horse.
No,
Yeah.
which is really mean. Of you
yeah,
guys.
I'm just saying that high school. That's what it was. I'm being transparent.
I don't
here.
think it was ever like that for me.
Okay.
for us,
It
but-
was for me.
Yeah,
Was it
it's
really?
just-
Yeah.
No, I think horse girls these days, because I was talking to Chelsea about it, and she knew what I was talking about.
Sure. Well, Chelsea's like a rare I was gonna say breed, but then you're getting a horse. Chelsea works with kids, so like she's going to be in the know
She's
for
hip.
yeah. She knows some stuff.
She does. Anyways, yeah. So I think there were a lot of horse girls at the first event, which is why I matched with so many of them. And then at this one, I think there were 0 horse girls. So, although my number one might be, if out of anyone in that group, she would be the one.
You think?
100%. She has some of the check boxes.
And
of
your
classic.
number one's name started with an N?
Mm-hmm. Who else would have been out of that group, do you think?
I think the one that started with an M from
M?
on your table.
Oh, you know what?
Definitely.
Did you mix up?
She's the other one that matched with me.
There it is.
I'm telling you that I don't think she is, but
There it is.
if
Look, I'm excited for
so
you.
the two most likely. I'm telling you, dude. I don't know what it is about me, but I've never even ridden a horse. I like horses; they're cool, but I've never even ridden one.
Maybe it's because you bet on horses.
I did bet on horses.
Yeah, they can smell it on you with their good horse smell.
Yeah,
Their sense.
I don't
Horses
know,
have
dude.
high smell, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
They have
All animals
something.
Huge nostrils.
do. Yeah.
Very big nostrils, very big. Everything.
Not the girls, not the horses.
Well, that's part of the horse girl.
Oh, God.
Long faces, big nostrils, big teeth, and they eat hay. That's the big 4.
Yes, the big 4s they call it. I actually want to go back and bet on horses. That was such a fun day. It was me and our buddy.
Let's call him Jabbo.
Yeah, RJ. And dude, what a day. That was my birthday. It all fell apart when you guys got there, but like me and him, we had such a nice day.
Yeah, I have a 100% win rate on the horse betting.
We had no idea how it worked. We were so lost, but it was just so fun.
Yeah.
We should do that. I think you guys would enjoy that. It's such a chill day.
Yeah, I do it.
The one thing that I do think we're on to something, and a lot of our friends gave us this advice as well, John, is just
The advice from Onesie.
What's that?
The advice from Onesie.
Onesie?
Onesie. Like ONSIE. Like a onesie that you wear. It's a code name for someone we know.
No, not
why?
onesie. No, like our D&D group. I thought our D&D group had pretty good advice.
Yeah, I that was the most recent advice that I heard someone
Not
give you,
onesie
so-
advice. Sorry, onesie. No, your advice.
That's a good code name, right?
It's a very good code name, but we cannot live up to your standards.
You don't like it? You don't like the code name?
It's
Onesie?
it's fine.
It's fine? What would
Yeah.
you give him?
I don't know. Just call him Jabbo and get it over with.
It's not Jabbo. No. Scrub that. You're going to get me in trouble. It's not Jabbo.
No, I think they gave us
That's libelous.
I know.
All right, sorry, go ahead.
they gave us good advice of just being active, going to events, being open to meeting new people, and just let it
Hit
happen
on the
naturally.
bartender.
You know, but yeah,
Okay, I'm going to start doing that. I had to find a good bar. I told everyone I would try their strategy. Okay?
Who have you tried so far?
Dwayne's, I guess. Like he's the one that said I tried half of Dwayne's because he wanted. I think what
didn't he
he
say
was
get a
suggesting
dog?
though, that was the other half.
Oh, okay.
He suggested like I think more of like a hobby than like an event like this.
Oh yeah.
So like joining
Like
a
riding
softball
horses.
team, like a
Oh.
co-ed softball team, or doing polo with the horses.
Yeah.
You like that one? You liked that one, didn't you? He's just
Like
picturing me-
hobby horse riding, you know.
he just that's my type of girl. Rich
yeah.
on a horse.
Alopecia.
Alopecia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we were putting never mind. You weren't you don't understand
See,
what
this
we
is
were
the
doing.
problem. We have all these inside jokes and then we're throwing them on the air.
Well, that's why I didn't want to be in the same group.
Yeah.
So me
Yeah.
and my buddy, he wanted to be in the same group as me, and I was like okay. And but I told him like the reason I didn't want to be in the same group, like nothing personal, but I have a habit of just doing inside jokes all the time
Yeah.
with my friends, and that's a bad look.
It's like on one hand, I think I would be in the same boat where like it's like a comfort thing where I'm not even saying like I want to necessarily talk to you, but it would just be like, okay, he's like someone I know is within like arm's length type of thing, and that's just my introvertedness. But whenever you abandoned me at Jabo's May 5th party, I had a great time. Like I was like, okay, I'm just gonna have to like go way out of my comfort zone, drink a whole lot, and then
That's the healthy thing to do.
I think I made a lot of friends. Like I was like
Yes.
trying to remember names and stuff, and
You're a
I
really
enjoyed
cool
it.
guy. I knew you'd be fine. It was like dropping him off for school for the first day.
He was nervous.
He was hugging my leg.
I don't
my
remember that.
He's like, "Do you really have to go?
Like, are you gonna
when-
come back for
yeah,
me? Like,
are you
really?
gonna come back?"
Because I look, man, I'm gonna be stranded here. if
He
you don't
got
come back.
really
But Harbin was there.
anxious.
No, Harbin went with him. It
It
went
was
for a
we had
baseball, game.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
You guys
Yeah.
showed up in your uniforms.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think everyone thought I was really cool for doing that.
yeah.
You're like, dude, this guy's on a baseball team.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what I should start doing, wearing my uniform to these things.
Yeah.
Maybe
They'll be like, oh, what position do you play? I'll be like, whatever you want.
all of them.
All of them?
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
No, I got humbled yesterday, and that's what I needed because I was riding too high after the first one. Although I do feel like the first one is a fluke now, so now I'm a little worried. But like,
I feel like everyone needs to get humbled.
you have to.
Yeah.
I knew my friend was going to do really well though,
Yeah.
because he's a good-looking guy and he's a cool guy. So like, I knew that, and this is like right up his alley. Like he needs a girl who likes board games, like in that realm. That's totally. I don't think I necessarily need that.
Sure.
She just has to like horses,
Yeah.
so there's not a ton of crossover. This beat's
I
going
cannot
crazy.
wait when you straight up marry like the girl that has the stable and like the.
She's rich if she does. Do you know how much horses cost? They're like cars.
Not if you get the hobby horse.
What's a hobby horse?
It's the horse head on a stick.
Yeah, remember we were gonna go to Finland?
Oh yes,
Was it Finland or Sweden?
I think it was Sweden.
I don't know.
We are going to Prague next year,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna start looking at tickets now.
Singles trip.
Maybe that's my 30th. Prague.
You have to.
No,
Oh.
good.
Well, you said it was a singles trip.
Yeah,
All right, cool. Have fun. Happy birthday.
I'll send you a postcard.
Don't bother.
Oh, don't bother.
No, I'm kidding.
You
I
like
want
tactile. You like
I
tactile.
want a postcard.
Yeah.
Make sure AI writes it.
All right.
Tyler, I really enjoyed all the podcasting and video game playing we have done over the years.
You can't get any.
Sorry, you couldn't make it to the singles event.
Yeah.
I hope you have a really fun time with all your new handhelds.
Yeah. That sounds like a really nice,
Yeah.
thoughtful letter.
I would very much enjoy a postcard.
Yeah, you're gonna
I'm
get
being
one.
serious. I'm being serious.
Yeah,
All right,
of course you are.
Thank you.
You can't bother me. I'm enlightened. You think you're getting under my skin, dude?
Dude, this is all...
I have a snorkel, okay? I'm 9 feet under. I got a snorkel. I'm fine.
maybe not tonight, maybe not tomorrow, but there will be a time when this I'll get my interest. I'll get this and
No, you better hope not,
yeah.
because at this point it would be too
podcast
much.
over. I get it.
It'd be too much.
Yeah.
Well, think about it. I haven't done anything to him in forever.
Yeah.
When was the last event?
Probably last year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, so that one's due.
No.
No.
Like I thought it was gonna be last night.
I'm in a good spot.
Do I pick up the phone? T-Dog.
I'm never calling you again, man.
I love you. You know I love you.
Penny, hi. Dad's coming up.
Uncle John's here.
Oh God.
If anyone asks, I fell down the stairs.
So much scrubbing this episode. So much scrubbing. All right. Anyways, so I think we're gonna do another one. I think there's another board game one. So same thing next month. I do want to try the other type of one, and the other type of one is by a very well-known company that does this. So I'm actually really curious. That one's probably gonna be structurally pretty tight.
Yeah.
Is it
and
like
probably
hard to get
well
into?
attended.
Like, I'm sorry, I
No,
interrupted you. Yeah.
no, you're good. No, it's just like speed dating, like classic speed dating, and like the description was pretty much like you're gonna meet 12 people guaranteed or something.
Well, but I mean, like ticket wise, like do you have to be like on it to get a ticket if it's made by like a higher end company?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the one I was looking at was like in May, I think, so, and there were tickets left. So I think
okay.
Yeah, I think
All
it's not impossible.
Nice.
But I don't know. But you would want to do like the board game one again.
I'd be up for all of them.
Oh, okay.
I like I think I would like the traditional more.
Yeah.
Personally.
Yeah.
I'd be up for like that game event if it was just no dating involved, like
Yeah.
just random people.
I
I
think
think
we
that'd
should-
be really fun. And I did a random D&D one shot with randos. Very fun event.
Yeah.
Very fun event. And I dropped the ball on that one really bad.
Yeah. And that never worked out.
No, but I didn't do the Hail Mary.
You didn't do the Hail Mary?
You
It's
waited
too much
long.
time now.
Yeah,
No, Hail
You
Mary's
gemmed it.
always.
I
not
think
accessible.
I think you.
I still have the notes here from in my thing.
I think you should just go to the next one.
Okay.
And just see
Yeah.
if she goes.
For the listeners, I met somebody at a D&D one shot. We were really hitting it off. We were walking out together, but I was with other people, and there were signals crossed. I didn't really put it all together. I should have just said, hey, would you ever be interested in getting together and talking magic or something? I missed it. And I only have her D&D name, her character's name. So I have no idea how to...
on D&D Beyond.
No, like
Oh,
just
man.
written down in my
Just-
notebook
no,
here.
it's
She
like-
was playing a
but what
cleric.
what
and
I'm
I was
saying
like,
is like, did she use D&D Beyond? Could you look up that character on the site to try to like?
maybe.
Ooh, wow. I didn't think of that angle.
I don't know. I don't know what
This is like
capabilities
did
are.
you guys ever watch The Office?
Yeah.
When Michael gives blood and she leaves that little scarf or something or
This
Or
is
missing?
essentially a Hallmark movie, right? So what
And
you're
then
gonna
he
do
tries to
is you're gonna find a girl at Penzic or one of these dating things. You're gonna start dating her. Eventually, she's gonna turn into kind of a like very controlling and jerk lady. Luckily, her best friend turns out to be the girl from D&D, and then
Wait, what?
And you kind of find that out later on. Whoa. Yeah, that's classic.
I've never seen a Hallmark movie like that.
Oh, well, okay. Hey, how much Hallmark have you watched?
A lot.
A lot? Okay. Is that the
My mom
Robin
would have it on
special?
all the time.
Yeah, mine too. Yeah.
Wait, so we protect Jabbo's name but not my mom's?
Well, I thought it was a code name.
Robin?
Yeah.
No.
Like Dick Grayson. Oops.
I'm just kidding.
You said your mom's name on the show plenty of
I've
times.
said your mom's name on the show.
I'm getting you back.
Thanks. Yeah, no, I think it'll be good.
Sorry, Mrs. Perez. That's not Perez.
Hunt.
Mrs. Hunt. There, now you have the whole full name. Ha! See, you're the one that did it. All right, what else were we talking about? Oh, I gave you a super softball pitch.
For what?
Like, everybody needs to get humbled. And I toss it up to you.
Oh yeah, so
Yeah.
Jeff's a dick, and pretty much the friend group's playing WoW right now, and I'm not because I had the foresight to see that this was going to lead us down a dark path, and
It's a rough timeline.
I fell on the sword and removed myself from that situation so that I didn't have to. I just broke this. I didn't have to be in the spot of. I should absolutely busted this.
Wonderful.
So, anyways, Tyler and John were.
John broke his boon arm for his
I completely
microphone.
broke this.
All right, you're good.
Is this more scrubbing? You have to edit this.
Just keep talking. I'll hold it for you.
All right. So, anyways, John and Tyler are new-ish to WoW. I would say they're new from the perspective of they have never played hardcore, like raiding and stuff before. So,
I mean, we haven't played WoW at all. I haven't.
you've played WoW.
Sure.
Yeah, casually. That's what I'm saying. So is John. So, anyways, whatever. So they're new to the game, right? And they're learning the ropes. It's a lot to learn. They're going with people that have years, decade of experience. They're really good. So Jeff has kind of took them under his wing, and he has been coaching them up. And there was some discussion about some remedial training that might need to happen due to some holistic struggles with cross-departmental
Underperformance,
synergies and
opportunities for
improvement and inefficiencies and process gaps. And so when that was identified, there were statistics that correlated these results and the data that we had. So essentially Jeff showed Tyler and John where they ranked for their like characters.
Yeah.
And Tyler was 2.7th percentile, which means there's like 97% of people are better than him.
Yeah.
And then John was...
And not just like, so specifically the same class I am. So like if you take what I'm supposed to be doing in the game, 97% of the people are better than me at it.
That is correct.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
it's a similar story. So that was because Tyler wanted honesty. So Jeff was honest. And I think he was tastefully honest in the beginning where he showed the stats. And I think we were kind of in a good place. I think a little hurtful maybe to see that. But, you know, there's some other factors involved where, you know, John's switching his subclass and that's going to make a pretty big improvement, we think. And Tyler is going to improve as well somehow. And so we started there. And then as the night went on and the conversation continued, Jeff got really honest and kind of had a little bit of a speech that I thought was heartwarming at first, where he said he's never had this much fun. This is like the golden age.
He started with the closer.
WoW.
Yeah.
You know, where all of his friends are playing. But then he dive bombed into calling you guys the worst players of all time.
That he's ever played with.
I don't know if that was verbatim, and it was really, it was late.
It's when you get called that, it sticks with you.
Yeah.
Just
it was,
a little bit.
I do want to
respect
say it was late. We were all drinking, so maybe it was just
I wasn't. I was perfectly sober for that
it
one.
might have been a translation difference. But that was where it ended, unfortunately. And one of the last things that was said
before you Irish goodbye.
And then he left.
I Irish goodbye? I remember hugging you guys.
Yeah, you did. And then you just kind of like walked back in the living room. And typically in like our friend group fashion, it's like, all right, guys, like peace or whatever.
Oh.
No, I think he
just,
said bye.
We just walked down the stairs and like Harvin was like, wait, did he just leave? And we're like, oh yeah, no, he left. He's like,
I
yeah.
thought I hugged,
No, he
I thought I
hugged everyone,
goodbye.
and then he left quickly. But I
Yeah,
think he
it was
did
just
say,
like unceremoniously.
"All right, see ya."
Yeah, okay, missed it.
Well, we're working on the Irish
I was
goodbye.
still reeling
No,
from the you're the worst players I've ever played with.
Well,
and then he clarified.
yeah,
I played with a lot of new players.
yeah. Yeah.
Like a lot.
He
And
literally
you
went out of his way to say
were
the
the
last
worst.
guild he was in was all new
Yeah,
players.
they're all better than
and
you.
they dwarfed you guys.
Yeah.
So that was a little tough to swallow.
Yeah.
But we wanted to invite Jeff on to maybe clarify his statements, back his statements up,
Back them up.
add any context to the statements, whatever you would like to do. Tell me if I'm interpreting what you said or misrepresenting what you said. So
Yeah.
please, you have the floor.
I have a couple of things to clarify.
Okay,
If we
good.
could get the clarification music.
Yes.
No.
We can splice that in.
One of the first things you said was, I am taking Tyler and John under my wing and coaching them. I'm trying to do that, but I'm also getting a lot of help from others in the guild. I think Gligus is doing a fantastic job helping you tank and learn the raid.
Which I've said on air multiple times.
Yes,
He's
you
a
have.
very good player. for
Yes, and then like Dwayne is doing a fantastic job making side suggestions to Harbin where mine might be a little bit more like forward. Dwayne's offering alternative alternatives to my maybe harsher training, which I apologize profusely for. I really understand that. I obviously apologize for the harshness of that comment. I kind of thought we were drinking, having a good time, and it was like kind of one of those league moments between you and I. You know, you get comfortable with people, and John, when you and I play league, we're like something happens, we're like, Jesus Christ, like jungle diff, like you know, like I thought it was that kind of banter.
Or we pull up like a VOD and
yeah for 8 minutes and critique how bad I played something. Like
that was maybe a bit too much.
I understand that I shouldn't have said those things. So I cannot apologize enough for that to you, Tyler. And
I completely disagree with you.
And or John or Harbin, I don't know what you prefer to be called on air. I did not.
So we're gonna put both on.
Yeah, I heard
or
both.
by your social security number,
Badger,
which is
Well, I was thinking about it. Like before I started talking, I was like, did we say both of his names? I don't know which one
I
he
put
prefers.
his name on before.
I did not mean any offense to it. I was drinking and having a good time, and I realized I took it probably 2 steps too far. So and if it really does make you feel better, this might actually make things worse, but in my head it makes things better. I do know 2 players that are worse than you and Tyler. So there are.
Did you find him on the street this morning?
Would you like to announce these players?
No.
Okay.
No, but I do know them in real life, so I can tell you who they are if that helps in any way. But
I think it just validates who, that they're real.
Yeah, like I can definitely say them off air. But the other thing is that a lot of the things that I've been saying and preaching to you guys when you ask how you are doing is valid. And I like my league example a lot. It's like, I can't really comment on whether you're good or bad at the game until you learn the game. If you learn the game and continue to perform poorly, then you're bad at the game. You guys don't even know the game yet. So just like in league, you have to learn positioning, champion abilities, enemy abilities, environment, timings. World of Warcraft is the exact same way. You have to learn rotation. You have to learn defensives. You have to learn the dungeons. You have to learn the raids. You have to learn uptime.
Like the interrupts.
All of these things, you need to holistically understand them before you can even evaluate if you are truly bad or good at the game. So when we were looking at your numbers in the dining room, it's like, of course these numbers are going to be extremely low because you haven't gotten past the learning phase yet. Like, I wholly believe that. And I feel like I explain that frequently whenever we're talking about, like, are we good? Are we bad? What can we improve on? It's like, it's a game where you have to learn how to interact with it, and I can't evaluate you on anything until you have a basic understanding of all of these fundamental things. Like, I was talking to Harbin about one of the dungeons that he knows really well. He knows it really well because we ran it a bunch of times and died to it a bunch of times. So you learn how to eventually stop dying. I was live on stream today doing keys, and I am quite good at the game. It's like my number 1 game of all time. And guess what? The first dungeon I ran, my group at a very high level didn't even get past the 2nd mob pack, and it's over. That was a learning, humbling moment for all of us in that key at that level. You think you're good, you walk in and get demolished by the game. So, like, even at every level, you do continue to build these fundamentals up and up and up and up. So again, if I'm so sorry if I hurt anyone's feelings.
It was. I'll be honest with you. It was the first time that I felt that I was actually one of the guys, because I feel like up to that point there was a level of like plot armor, invincibility, whatever you want to call it, and even when you guys are talking about like different parses, and I'd be like, oh, like what's mine, and then it's just like, don't worry about it. Like, it's it's not. So it's like, okay, so there is a stat for me. There is something that I should be striving for. There is a like quantifiable thing to look to. Granted, it was a little tough to look behind that curtain and see, like, especially when I thought that I actually, like, and that's a testament to the game, I think, in a lot of the ways where I'm like, oh, I have a good handle on what I'm supposed to be doing. It's like, no, I don't. So that was eye-opening. I think in some ways, my biggest worry is I don't want to be a detriment to you guys where I'm the reason why we're like dying all the time or losing all the time and things like that. I feel like I was pretty honest too, where I'm like, I don't think that the game is fun in the same ways that you guys do. I very much enjoy the camaraderie and everyone getting on one night and doing like the raid and stuff. And I cannot thank Greg enough for running me through that stuff and teaching me the different dungeons and being insanely patient, more patient than I even realized. Like I was like, okay, cool. Like I'm doing everything he's telling me to do, but like I feel like I'm like doing it fine. And then when I look at the numbers and I'm like, oh, he's not only like teaching me, but he's like clearly carrying all that weight on my on his back too. So doubly thankful for him. I think at the end of the day, it's like, do I think World of Warcraft is for me? Probably not. But I do enjoy it enough with you guys to like, and it's going to sound bad, but like, what is the bare minimum I need to do on like a week to week basis to stay relevant, to have the numbers go up? I'm not saying I'm going to jump from 2% to 50% or whatever the threshold is that you were talking about, but like, okay, here's a one button thing for this. So you can like learn the mechanics here and you don't have to think about all these different things. Cause that is what I get hung up on. So stuff like that, where it's like, okay, if you just need me as a body to get a guild clear, then it's like, I can play that role. I can do that thing. I want to be a part of the group. I just don't want to do it at the expense of like you guys having fun or you guys, because like I know we were talking about like doing dungeons and doing like, but like I wouldn't have fun going back and doing like low level stuff just to get somebody up. Normally, there's always exceptions, but like because my brain doesn't work that way, it's hard for me to believe that you're like, oh yeah, let's just do dungeons every Tuesday night or whatever, and it's fine, and I'll do low stuff with you, and we'll learn it together and things like that. If I believe anyone, to be fair, I do believe that Jeff, you would be that guy. I don't know. World of Warcraft is a interesting thing in that I think if they ever came out with 2, or there was a different MMO that everyone was like, hey, let's try this, and I could get in at the ground floor and we could kind of learn something together, I think that I would, given my experience with this, be on board for that to like dive in and really try to like put a lot of time into it. But I think the thing is, I shouldn't say I don't have the time. I have the time, but my time is split with all the other games I want to play. So ultimately, that's my biggest detriment. Do I think that I could ever get to you guys, like where you guys are on the charts? No. Do I think that I could get to like 20%, 30% if I really like put the effort and time into it? Yeah, like I think so. Like it's not so much different than like a Diablo or something if you put in the reps and grind and learn it. But I don't know what I'm trying to say. I just like you a whole lot, and I'm not. I was not offended at all. I was laughing. To be fair, I did look at Harbin. Harbin looked like there was a thundercloud that was going to spawn in my dining room, and I
felt bad because I think I am partially to blame for this because I kind of was telling Jeff, I think they need the truth, right?
I did,
and then I don't know.
So let me put it this way.
I maybe miscalculated.
The truth I need,
not to tell them the truth, but maybe I should have been like, hey, there's a different way we can approach this or something. I don't know.
The truth,
I should have stayed out of it. That's what I should.
Like the truth that I would need, and I would love to like have you promise me that I'm not gonna make you promise me, but like
pinky promise.
If it gets to the point where it's like, hey man, like you're too far behind, or you're not getting it, or you're not doing what we're saying, or you're not understanding it, or we're not having fun, please just tell me that. And then it's like, okay, cool. Like
he's begging you to tell him that.
He wants out. He wants an out.
No, I'm like,
he wants to.
Actually,
he's got a lot of games on his backlog.
I'm being completely honest. I am looking forward to next raid. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm looking forward to using a one button thing and focusing on other stuff and redoing kind of like my binds and truly just focusing on the mechanics of like on the specific bosses and stuff, because I think that for my role, that's more important, I think, than necessarily like knowing I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I think that's going to help the overall progress as a group. And if I'm wrong, tell me that, and then I'll focus on something else. But I am looking forward to raid night. Truly, I am. So I want to play, but I don't want to. We get off, and then everybody's talking about like that.
We're having a guild meeting.
Well, no, like
officer chat. Can you believe Tyler?
I would rather you guys flame me once about
we don't do that. No.
Okay.
I would rather you guys get on my case about dropping out than like secretly being like, oh, dude, like we're gonna have to run this 25 times because we have Tyler as a tank. You know what I mean? And like I truly wouldn't take offense to that, because like I am clearly bad at the game by a drastic margin. So at that point, I'm just like, okay, cool. Like
no hard feelings.
Literally no hard feelings. Yeah. There's a million other things that we can play. Like, hey, you guys ever want to play Diablo? I'm there. Like the new.
You better have the stats ready though. If they ever jump into Diablo, do you have your revenge planned or what?
There's no stats. The thing with Diablo is you can
there's no stats.
Well, there's but
there's like a leaderboard.
There is but that's the thing is you could grind for like, oh hey, we want to be world first on knocking out something, or you want to be the first players to like do XYZ, and like I haven't even touched that yet. Really, like it's just been like grinding and like pushing rifts and different things like that. So, or dungeons or whatever you want to call them. So like there's so much, and there's so much coming with it where I'm like, I will scratch that itch of grinding, and that's just more my preference. But that's just because I don't have the nostalgia. I don't have the, like it's everything I like about that game. I like the dungeons. I like the raids. That's it. I really don't enjoy any other aspect of. Now, granted, I haven't messed with the housing yet, so maybe there's some hope. But generally speaking, I'll shut up. That's where I'm at. I think I said all that the other night.
Yeah,
I don't think I'm dropping any revelatory bombs, but
no.
Yeah. So,
this is where you tell me, hey man, you're
no. This is where we're kind of evaluating what's going on, because I don't
truth bomb. Oh
I don't think,
I want it.
I don't think our friend group is very good at onboarding people to games that we've been playing for decades, because I now play League of Legends almost every night with somebody who is extremely poor at the game, and we've been doing it for 2 years, and we've been having a blast. So
I'm right here, dude.
Have you told him he's extremely poor? Okay.
Yeah, he knows.
Okay, well, I don't want him to like maybe like listen to this and then be like,
no,
oh, man.
he knows.
Jabba's a sensitive guy.
Scrub.
Nope. Dude, I'm gonna see Jabba on Wednesday. He's gonna punch me in the face. I'm kidding. It's not him.
And it's like, okay, well, I am dog water at like puzzle games, and I couldn't even beat Blueprints. Like, I know that's not really 1-to-1, but I guess what I'm trying to say is the reason why World of Warcraft right now is so exciting for us is for the past 3 or 4 expansions. So we're talking close to 5 to 6 years. We haven't been able to do this content together. So like you're saying, let me know when I'm so much of a burden that you guys aren't having fun and you can't progress. Well, that's never really, unfortunately for you, that's never going to happen, because the way that we played the game prior to having 10 friends available to raid together is we just didn't raid. Like,
but couldn't you get like a rando join that's like, hey, this tank is really good. Like you've had other tanks play when I'm not playing that were decent, and pandas.
So what it turns into is, yes, you do that, but you just do it on your own time, so you never play together. So what happens is, Gligus will have 2 hours after work on a Wednesday. He'll go and pug with 19 other complete strangers by himself, finish the raid. We never interact with each other in the raid. I would sit out the raid because I don't believe this is like one of my high horse principles. I don't believe in pugging the raid. It's not how I enjoy the raid. I don't care about the loot. I want to play with my friends and defeat the stuff together in Discord, ripping on each other, laughing. That's how I enjoy the raid. And if I can't do that, I don't play it at all. I only play the dungeon climbing aspect of it. So for the last 4 expansions, I basically didn't raid. So it's kind of like, like if you guys aren't having fun, like, yeah, I don't want you to keep playing just because of our behalf. But the reason we're raiding the way we are is because this is the first time in, I think I can't remember what it was I said during raid. It might be like since 2016 since we had a full, raid of people that we know that we get to experience the content together. And there's something very exciting for me, at least, about there still being 4 heroic bosses that we have to learn, wipe to, dozens of times to be able to defeat. That is so exciting to me. And like, I know, like, we don't care what your numbers are. It's more of like, we know that you guys care about what your numbers are, because of course you're going to. Just like in League of Legends, you're going to care about your CS, you're going to care about your performance. In Halo, of course you don't want to be Halo, Battlefield, CS, whatever the competitive game is, you don't want to be the one at the bottom of the boards like 0 and 10 or whatever. Or when I play Halo with my friends who are really good, I'm like at the bottom of the matchmaking thing. But the nice thing that I love about World of Warcraft is there's so much data out there. There's so many numbers, and you can literally follow along the number one so-and-so class, watch their button order and say, okay, I know exactly what I need to hit in this order, and that helps you improve. So I just want to apologize for my crudeness last night because I was drinking. I didn't mean it to be as harsh as it was, and I didn't even realize it was until I woke up the next day, and I'm getting all these messages. I'm like, oh crap.
I was saying I love you guys,
and it's funny because
I think we're all good.
And it's funny because I was getting text messages from other people that aren't involved, like on the side, like, dude, what happened at D&D last night? Because they thought like our D&D group like had a catastrophe.
Oh, really?
And then I had to explain.
I don't know how they would know about it.
Did we talk about it?
I didn't tell anyone.
In Snap, they were like, dude, what did you do? Why are you apologizing? I'm like, I said some mean things about World of Warcraft.
Raid Leader Jeff.
Raid Leader Jeff came out.
Does it make sense where I'm like, I have a lot of fun playing with you guys and doing the raids. To do better, I also have to play the game outside of the raids, and I don't have fun doing that. And that's the double-edged sword of like, I have to do like 80% of stuff that I don't like to do to get that 20% of fun, and that's a rough percentage where I'm like trying to skate by with as little of that extra stuff as I can, and I feel like it's starting to catch up to, well, clearly catching up to me, where I'm like, okay, like I'm holding you guys, because like you guys could still do, hey, we're raiding on Friday, and it's like, cool, I'll hop in Discord, and then you guys just pull a rando. I know that goes against your principles, but like that's.
But I think
if the rest of the guild would prefer that, just let me know.
They wouldn't. We would just go back to whoever wants to do it on their own time. They would just do it on their own time, which isn't a big deal either. And I don't want you to feel like you're like a villain either by not enjoying these other aspects of the game. I think the reason that all of us continue to play World of Warcraft so consistently is because we take long breaks from it as well. Like, sure. we also are like, we kind of had our fill of this formula, and usually we only last like 1 or 2 seasons. So we are now 2 months into this expansion. A season usually only lasts, 3 to maybe 4 months. And we usually take a step back and say, okay, we'll see you next expansion, World of Warcraft, because there is not even a burnout, but it's like, okay, I've had my fill of this formula. We talk about League, and League is so hard to put down. You might take like 2 months away, 3 months on. Like, it's just one of those comfort games that maybe is always there, maybe similar to Diablo or those reoccurring games. I guess like with you guys coming in, and even some of our even newer players than you that are still leveling to max level and trying to encourage them, we're trying to introduce the idea of character mastery and class mastery, which is the really like self-reflective or self-perfection part of the game. Like we're talking about rotation and things like that. Like learning a League of Legends champion or your favorite hero shooter champion, like in Marvel Rivals or whatever, and getting comfortable on that character is a lot of the fun. If I can defend both of you and Harbin a little bit too, I think Dwayne frankly gaslit you into playing monk, which is, I told you not to play monk because it's the hardest. It is by far the hardest tank with the most amount of buttons. So instead of having like a 3 to 4 button rotation, you have like an 8 button rotation. So it's doubly as hard as like almost all the other tanks. And I feel so bad for Harbin because I wasn't able to coach him. We both played Warlock.
Yeah.
And it turns out Affliction Warlock is like, I still don't know it. And I've been playing the game for 20 years. I have no clue. I still can't wrap my head around the extended Affliction Warlock rotation because I get the opener, but then I just watch my DPS fall off and everyone's surpassing me. So like, I feel bad for Harbin because he's been like on a roller coaster of emotions of like, hey, I maybe just learned a shortcut to Affliction. I'm getting better at it, but then I go to Demonology and I don't get it, and now I get it, but then Jeff tells me I'm dog water, and then so like I feel bad for Harbin because he's playing a Warlock, and it is like you have like the hardest tank, and I feel like Harbin has the hardest caster to learn. And contrary to popular belief, World of Warcraft is a very hard game. Retail is not an easy game. Classic is an easy game. Retail is not for the faint of heart. You have to put in the reps, you have to put on the time, and if you're not enjoying it, it's like it makes it that much harder to learn. I'm in the spot where like I get so into it where I spam dungeons so much where I'm like, when you're pugging dungeons at a high level, it's like you have to fail 10 times to get 1 win. And somehow I still love it. Like I eat it up. I can't get enough of it. But towards the end of the season, I will. And that's kind of where we, all take our break and we say, we'll see you next expansion. And the one thing that I do appreciate about Blizzard right now is that they are pumping these expansions out very quickly. There's less time in between. And to your point, way back, however many sentences ago, if there was a WoW 2 or like a new game that everyone's playing and we can all get in at the same understanding of like, we need to learn this from scratch. It's kind of like our Eve conversation of like, how exciting is it getting into a Eve where none of us know dick? Like we don't know shit. We all suck. That's really fun.
But we're all like learning random things and then sharing that knowledge to everybody, and we're all understanding it. It's like, that's awesome.
Yes.
We don't have like random terms that you're throwing, like like it's like, oh, you got to pug this, you got to dot this, you got to do it. It's just like, okay, like I follow like 50% of those, and it's just like just running around.
So I do hope, and I think Kyle and I kind of share the same opinion, but maybe a little bit different. Where this year's BlizzCon this summer, I'm hoping we get a taste of what Blizzard's next plan is, and I hope it is something at least newer. Like if you're going to reuse the World of Warcraft universe,
Overwatch 3.
It's like, can we at least get completely new gameplay? Can we get completely new mechanics? Can we get completely new classes? Because I think Kyle does fall in the camp of he's okay with there being just like a huge graphical and engine uphaul. I don't think I am. I have played World of Warcraft for 20 years now. I want something
that's not going to fit, like maybe the engine, but like a graphical update would not fix like my problems with it or the like the onboarding side of it. Like you need a new thing.
There's so many creative minds out there too. Like I want to see what a modern MMO really is outside of Star Citizen, because that's really the only like huge imaginary one that I still have faith in, even though it seems like I shouldn't. And I've been on the podcast before talking about this, but I have to believe that there is a game coming out within the next 5 to 10 years that is going to capture everyone's attention, just like World of Warcraft did in 2005, 2006, and just take the world by storm. That isn't GTA 6. And I'm stoked for GTA 6. I'm stoked for GTA
Even
Online.
Like the online.
Yes, yeah. I'm definitely diving into the online there, but I have to believe that there is an MMO style game that will completely take over the conversation. And I truly, while it's my number one favorite game of all time, I want it to be buried. I want something to come in and murder it. And can you say that? Not murder, but I want that game to die. I want Final Fantasy to fit. I don't want them to like lose money. Like, you know what I mean?
You want it to be so good that it makes everything else irrelevant.
I want to be captured again. I want my imagination, my sense of exploration to be completely reset. I don't want to log into something and follow a yellow exclamation mark to a yellow question mark. Like when I finish a quest, I want it to.
Like, you want the Breath of the Wild, you want the Elden Ring, you want the sense of wonder, and like I get it.
So I struggle with the people that don't want that. They're like, no, I'm good with the status quo. I'm like, well, but we've been doing the status quo for 20 years. And while they still are improving, making more interesting fights, it's not enough for me. I have to believe that there are, I think of Imagineers, the Disney Imagineers. Like, I have to imagine the Blizzard Imagineers are cooking up something, or the Riot Imagineers. Like, please, for Jeff.
My pie in the sky would be a Warcraft 4.
Yeah.
Like, that would be my thing of like, okay, or go back to the well and not a remaster, which they just did, but like remake it. Be like, okay, hey, here's the RTS, it's back. StarCraft 3, whatever it is. And then if we all got in and played it together, I think that could be really special.
Yeah.
But again, I don't think it's not going to happen. We'll see.
It's possible.
Yeah, well, that's true.
The only one I like, if the Riot one comes out, I would play that.
They put that on ice?
Probably.
Yeah.
We haven't heard anything.
Well, even like the fighting game is kind of like
they're still doing it. They laid off a bunch of people from that team, which I don't think the numbers were that bad, but they were just like expecting it to be.
Yeah.
So for a fighting game, it's doing very well, or not poorly, I should say. But like totally overblew, because like you gotta imagine the games that they've come out with are like some of the most popular games ever made. So I think their expectations were maybe a little too much.
I just found it. I suck too much. Like, I can't. I thought the 2-on-2 fighter was very difficult to learn. I couldn't learn it. Like, playing two characters at once. That's chain
why
combos.
I didn't like Mortal Kombat 1 and stuff. Yeah.
So like, I think I would need a more entry level. Like,
fighting games are
Tekken.
just a tough genre to get into.
Entry level Tekken.
It is.
I don't know. I thought I did okay.
Yeah.
That was my first fighter. I mean, I played Soul Calibur back in the day. But
I thought you put it in as like like an easy game like Tekken. Like a Tekken 8.
No, I don't think Tekken's easy at all.
No.
But in terms of fighting games, like, I don't
it's accessible,
know.
though.
That's
kind
what
of.
I'm more meant.
I got you.
There's a player base, there's a lot of information.
Yeah.
So I think
Guides.
of like, Street Fighter Tekken. I think of like
I would do a Street Fighter 6 with you guys.
Instantly. Skullgirls.
I'd rather
is
just
that,
go back to Tekken.
Sure.
Tekken was so fun.
Okay.
Skullgirls.
Isn't that at the fighting game tournament?
Yeah.
Or like Guilty Gear is really appealing to me, but I think that's also one that has a very high entry. Like, that looks hard as shit.
I think all the 2D fighters are really tough.
What was your Street Fighter that you're super into?
2. I played 2 on Super Nintendo.
Which 2?
It was just 2. I didn't play 2 Turbo. I think those are the 2, right?
That's like one of my secret projects. But one of my projects is like, I want to play Street Fighter, but I wanted to play the one that you played.
Yeah,
so
it's the one with
right,
Blanca on the cover, and he's like shooting forward.
2. Okay, for Super Nintendo.
And M. Bison is the final boss. That game's sick.
He's the final boss in a lot of them, I thought.
I've only played 2. So
okay. 2 is like the really popular one, I think, right? Like the arcades.
Yeah, there's Turbo. Yeah. There's also like an alpha too that people were like, how did they make this game on a either GBA or SNES, graphically speaking?
Interesting.
That
wasn't English.
I know. We don't have time to go down that rabbit hole.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to talk about like how awesome never mind.
No, you've
retro
been
games are cool.
You've been loving it. Yeah. It was a special time.
Yeah. I know it's late. Do you want to skip Pragmata, or you want to
I think
like a quick
is that
take?
okay?
Yeah, I'm good skipping Pragmata.
Yeah, maybe we can have you back.
Can we have a
finish.
thumbs up or thumbs down? Like you like it so far?
I would say thumbs middle.
Middle.
He finished.
You finished it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we'll have you back when we finish, and then we can.
I'm curious
do a proper
if you're,
review.
where you guys end up because
Yeah.
I don't know which one. I think are you going to play it, Tyler?
Yeah, I'm like probably in the last.
Oh wow.
I just got to the beach. I don't know where that's at. So
Were
like,
you thumbs up or thumbs down or thumbs middle?
I'm like thumbs up.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
I'm such a mark for the collectathon stuff like that. Like I keep going back. I'm grabbing like everything, unlocking everything. That's just my brain dead thing.
I'm curious what
It's getting very samey. Let's put it that way.
with
But
John being such a story guy. I want to hear his thoughts on the story.
Man, all right. I do want to play it, so
I think
it's a pretty short game, right?
It can be.
Mine was 15 hours,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
and
that's
that
not
was
bad.
trying to collect
Yeah.
everything.
Okay.
Did you end up collecting everything?
No,
You just
I
kinda,
missed all that.
Yeah.
I missed that.
I think Mouse PI might have a more gripping story early on. Like I feel like I'm about the
crap.
same. Like Mouse PI is only like 10 hours. or
I
something.
gotta play both of those. I'm
Mouse
so
PI is not a
behind
great
on
story.
everything.
Yeah.
League's been crushing me, and Wukong crushed me in more ways than one.
I'm gonna play that photo game. You see that photo game that came out? It's like number 1 on OpenCritic. It's like 90 right now.
I did not see the photo game.
Yeah, it's like
that up.
it's you and dude. I don't know what it is with like just like you're finding like little girl like daughter figure type things.
Oh, it's the year of the daughter.
Yeah, kinda
Yeah.
because technically, and I know this is gonna be a point of contention whenever we have Game of the Year. But technically, Death Stranding 2 came out this year on the PC. So there's a part of me. There's a part of me that's gonna be like,
I see.
I think it's gonna be the game I wish I played last year or whatever. But
Saros has a really good score.
yeah.
Yeah.
comes
only-
out the 30th, doesn't it?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
they
they already-
review copies.
Yep. Saros is weird because IGN I think gave it a 7.
7. Dude, IGN's been
But GameSpot gave it a
smacking
9.
games.
So it's like there's a spread there.
Do you think they're overcompensating because
I think
the
so.
meme is like, 9 out of 10
Yeah,
IGN
another- yeah.
must be a video
Yeah.
game.
Yeah. I think they're giving it to people that maybe don't like the
They gave Mouse
Shut
PI a 6.
Mouse PI is probably a 6, man.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's not
wanna-
good.
It's
Man, you guys are like telling me not to play all these games.
no,
That's,
it's
like, very
it's
disappointing.
fine. It's just like when
6
you
is bad.
okay, then it's a 6.9.
That's nice.
It's a fine game, but if you want a boomer shooter game,
This
there's
is a million. Yeah,
like
I don't know.
50
I
other
had
ones
really
you
high
play.
hopes for it. That's disappointing.
it's not nearly on the level of Cuphead in terms of like
Cuphead's like one of the
well, yeah,
best
but that like
games.
cartoon animation
Yeah.
because like the animation's really not. It's
Yeah.
like you're playing, like they're coming after you. It honestly feels a lot more like Void Bastards or Void. Only in the graphics where you like they're like kind of these 2D sprites coming at you and different things like that, and like the shooting's very
It's kind of like
Boomer shooter.
Yeah, okay.
like old Doom, like not really like it's fast paced but not really, and it's
I
it's
don't
fine.
know. I think I'm gonna still give it a shot.
I think that will be the only time you see Mouse PI. I don't think that's getting a sequel. I think Pragmata probably would get a sequel. I would be excited to see them push again, where I'm at now. Where's the beach? Halfway? Maybe a little like 3/4.
Probably
Feels 3/4.
65.
Like
I don't remember exactly, but
I think I'm at the point where it's kind of stale. I'm getting new stuff, but I'm still set in my ways where I'm like, I can just drop this guy with the way I know how. I don't necessarily need to explore other areas. I feel like they could do a better job there.
as you play, and I know we're ending the podcast here, but as you play, I want to get this on record before any of the journalists. This is my own original thought. I firmly believe that Pragmata is a Mega Man game in disguise, and
Okay.
just as you play, just don't constantly think about it, but every once in a while, just give it some thought because I actually think, I think it's a Mega Man game.
I've never played a Mega Man.
Okay.
I will because I can.
I played the 3D one, third person one. I rented it from Igloo Games or whatever.
Iggle.
Eagle.
Iggle.
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 Igloo Games. And
Anyways,
Nice.
that's my story. It was fun. I liked it. It was kind of like an RPG or something, if I remember. Do you know which one I'm talking
I've only
about?
played the 2D ones.
Battle Network?
Is that BattleNet? No, it's not.
I don't know.
Battle Network's the 2D one. This one was like,
Yeah, I guess it is technically sprites.
I cannot remember.
Dude, you're like
Mega Man X something?
that's one of them, or Zero, or you're probably thinking of like Mighty Number 9 or something with how young you are.
Mighty Number 9.
Jeff
Maybe
gets it.
not.
Yeah, maybe not.
Maybe not.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Mega Man Legends. Maybe it was Mega Man Legends. Anyways,
There's only a way to. Anyway.
all right, that's all we got. Jeff, thank you so much for coming
Thanks,
on
guys.
the podcast. I am sorry I threw you under the bus for content
When was
with World of Warcraft. I feel like I was like, maybe I shouldn't
I
have
think we're good, right?
rehashed
Like,
exactly what he said.
We'll find out.
No, I think we're good. We're definitely good. But thanks for coming on, clarifying, talking about World of Warcraft,
Yeah.
and then a lot of the other things. I thought we went down a nice nostalgia trip today.
That was
very
soothing.
soothing. I liked that. It's been a very soothing week.
Oh yeah.
I think so. I've felt soothed.
Some of us, maybe.
I was gonna say
You haven't been
my wife's
soothed?
back tomorrow. That's when I'll be soothed. When I
Oh,
can
you
sleep
alone
in
with
on
your daughter
Sunday.
is like not soothing me.
It's not. She's an angel, but yeah, it's not what I would call soothing.
Yeah.
Especially because I put her down at 7:30 tonight to do this, and then that means she's gonna be up at 7:30 tomorrow.
Dang, I'm sorry, buddy.
No, it's fine.
Maybe.
I just
I appreciate it.
yeah.
Well, anyways,
Commitment.
thank you, Jeff, so much. Always
Thank
a
you.
pleasure to have you on. You can come back anytime. We'll have you back for Pragmata. Anything else? Game of the year as always, which I'm looking forward to already. Love it. I need to get in gear, dude. I'm so behind on my games, but we will have our reviews, couchcompany.games. Everything else, Tyler's save files. I love those. I mean, we're getting ready for the April edition.
Yeah.
So you have like your outline?
Yeah.
Perfect. Jeff, tell the people where they can find you.
You can find me at twitch.tv/WhatKilledJeff and WhatKilledJeff on pretty much all the socials. So TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. That's it.
Very good. And then stay tuned. Jeff's going to have his top 10 games of 2025 coming out when this releases. So we're really excited for that. That's right around the corner. And for us here, we're going to be here same time, same place next week. Thanks for joining us on the couch. Peace.